So I'd certainly appreciate it, Sergeant, if you'd have one of your men run into town and do this little errand.
Yes, sir. I'd do it for you personally, sir, but I'm duty sergeant today and I can't get off the base. But I'll have one of my men take care of it.
Fine. Whenever Congressman Holliday pays us a visit, I always have a box of his favorite cigars on hand. It's the only brand he smokes. And since it's a good idea to keep Congressman happy, I thought we'd pick him up a box.
Yes, sir.
That's the place. C.J. Ware Tobacco Company, 180 Grant Street. It's the only place you can get them.
I'll have them on your desk in no time, sir.
No rush, as long as they're here by about noon tomorrow, when the congressman gets here.
Yes, sir.
Duke, I'm gonna miss my bus.
Please, Larry, I just gotta see my girl. I just gotta. What do you say?
Duke, you know if I had the money to spare, I'd lend it to you. But I only got enough to see that movie, and I gotta see the movie. You mind?
Movie? What are you talking about, a movie? Look, I'll take anything you got. I need $10, but I want to see my girl, please.
Well, I want to see my girl, too. Sophia Loren.
Thanks. Oh, Gomer. Gomer, buddy. Am I glad to see you. Listen, pal, can you do me a favor?
Well, sure, Duke. What good's a friend for if he can't help you?
I need some money.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Gomer, I got a real important date tonight. That airline stewardess, Patty Gillette, I told you all about her.
Oh, yeah, the one that's always flying back and forth to San Francisco.
Yeah, that's the one. Well, I didn't tell you everything about her. See, she's just not any ordinary girl. Well, I think I'm in love with her.
Golly, Duke, that's wonderful. And best wishes to you.
Yeah, well, this is the first Saturday she's had off in weeks, and, well, that's why I need the money. I just have to see her.
Oh, well, when I said a while ago that I couldn't help you, I just meant I ain't got a whole lot of money, but you're welcome to everything I got.
Oh, great, Gomer, you're a peach. I'll never forget you for this. And if Patty and I ever get married, I promise you're going to be the best man.
Shazam! That sure would be a wonderful honor.
Yeah.
Well, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33. There you are, Duke. Take it.
Gomer, that's all you got?
Well, sure, but don't worry. I don't need it.
Gomer, that's not even enough for bus fare one way. I promised her candlelight dinner and dancing to violin music. I need at least $10.
Well, why don't you hitchhike into town? And if you love her and she loves you, then you should be happy just being together. You could take her for a walk in the park, and 33 cents will buy you something, like 2 snow cones and some juju bags.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot, Gomer. I guess I better call her and tell her the date's off.
Hey, Sergeant.
Don't tell me everybody's gone on pass already.
Well, not everybody. I'm still here.
No, I couldn't be that unlucky.
What's the matter, Sergeant?
Nothing. Just listen and pay close attention. Now, in this envelope, there's some money and a piece of paper with the name of a kind of cigar on it. I want you to take it to the C.J. Ware Tobacco Company at 180 Grant Street.
Oh, I know where that is.
Good. Now, don't open it. Just give it to the man there, and he'll give you a box of cigars to bring back to me. Easy?
Easy as pie.
Okay. Now, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm supposed to go to pick up a box of cigars at the C.J. Ware Tobacco Company at 180 Grant Street. And I ain't to open up the envelope, but just give it to the man, and he'll give me a box of cigars, and I'll bring them back here to you.
Fine. Now, that's all there is to it, and Colonel Gray will really appreciate it.
You mean I'm doing this for Colonel Gray?
Right. And he has to have those cigars in time to give to a congressman when he gets here tomorrow. Is that clear?
Clear as the shining new dime at the bottom of a whale.
Just make sure you do it right.
Oh, I will. It sure sounds important.
It is. And to save time, take the company jeep.
Shazam! It's sure fun to drive the Jeep into town. Everybody waves at you.
You're not going to have fun. You're going to bring back a box of cigars. Now move it.
Yes, sir, Sergeant. And I'll be right back in a jiffy. Good gracious, I get to take the company Jeep. Get the double clutch and everything. How'd she take it?
She cried.
I still think you should have hitchhiked into town just to see her.
Doesn't matter now, Gomer. She was just getting ready to call me to break the date. That's why she was crying.
Really? How come?
One of the other hostesses got sick, and they called Patty to fill in for her.
Oh, ain't that a shame?
See, she was crying so hard I could hardly tell what she was saying.
Oh, bless her heart. But you know what they say, Duke? The course of true love never does run smooth, so you don't feel bad.
I'm just mad at myself. Here I was worrying about dining and dancing, and You were right, Gomer. I should have gone into town just to be with her. I'd give anything just to see her now. Well, there's nothing much I can do about it now, I guess. Why are you changing? You going in?
Uh-huh. While you was out making a phone call, Sergeant Carter come by here, and I got to go into town on an errand for Colonel Gray to get him a box of cigars.
Well, that should make an exciting Saturday.
It ain't too bad. At least I don't have to ride the bus into town. Sergeant told me I could use the company Jeep.
Well, have fun. The Jeep? You've got the Jeep, Gomer? You've really got the Jeep?
Uh-huh.
What a break. You can drive me to the airport, and I can spend a little time with Patty before she leaves.
I can't do that, Duke. I gotta go pick up the cigars and come right back.
We'll come right back. I'll go on your errand with you. We'll come back together. Come on, Gomer, you have to. You just have to.
But Sergeant Carter didn't tell me I could take anybody with me.
Yeah, but he didn't say you couldn't.
Well, I guess you're right about that.
We'll spend a few minutes with Patty, we'll pick up the cigars, and we'll come right back, I promise.
Golly, Duke.
Please, Gomer, just a few minutes, please.
But the airport's a good 15 minutes from town. That means it's 15 minutes going and 15 minutes coming back, plus the time you spend with Patty. That makes my trip about 40 minutes longer.
Gomer, a little while ago you said, what good is a friend if he can't help you? Well, now's your chance to prove it. A friend needs your help now, desperately. A friend who has one last chance to see the woman he loves. A friend who turns to you as one last beacon of hope, and only you are in a position to help him. Gomer, I am that friend. The decision is yours.
Okay, Duke, I'll take you.
Gomer, great. Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
You better save them hugs for Patty.
She should be around here somewhere. Said she had a noontime flight. There she is. There. Beautiful. Is she beautiful? Patty! Patty!
Duke! Duke!
Honey. Oh, honey, it's wonderful to see you.
Duke, I'm so glad you came. Oh, we better watch it. I'm on duty.
So make like I'm a passenger and welcome me.
No, please.
Honey, I missed you.
Oh, I missed you, too.
Oh, this is my good buddy, Gomer Pyle. He drove me down here to see you. Gomer, this is my girlfriend, Patty Gillette.
Hi, Gomer.
Hey, Miss Patty. You're just the prettiest Duke said you was.
Thank you.
Does my heart good to see you two together. It's like watching a happy ending.
Ending, we're just beginning.
Don't forget, Duke, we got that errand to run. I think we really ought to go.
In a minute, Gomer. Honey, when are we going to ever have any time together?
Oh, I thought we'd have time tonight. I'm sorry about our date.
Me too, but this is better than nothing.
I think we better go, Duke. We've been gone an hour already, and we still got that errand to do.
Gomer, I just got here.
But Sergeant Carter's waiting, and we've got to pick up them cigars.
Okay, just one last kiss, and then I'll go.
Oh, I'll be right with you. Oh, Duke, I'm sorry. I really have to go. Gomer, it's been very nice meeting you.
Bye,
Goodbye.
Patty. Bye, honey.
Goodbye.
Duke. Hey, it's Sergeant Carter and the General.
Holy smokes, what's he doing here?
Well, he's duty sergeant this weekend. He probably had to bring that there general out here. What do we do if he finds us?
I don't know. In here. Here.
I'll take the case to your seat, sir.
Is he still out there?
I don't know.
We'll take a peek and see. Golly, Duke, is it some kettle of fish you got me into?
Take it easy, Gomer. He'll be gone in a minute.
I should have been back with the cigars by now.
We'll get him relaxed.
I knew I shouldn't have done it. I should have gone straight to that store, picked up the cigars, and gone right back to the base.
Look, Gomer, we'll be back in less than an hour, I promise you. Would I let you down? Well, would I? Look, I appreciate what you did for me, and I promise we'll be back in plenty of time.
Golly, this is some kettle of fish you got me into, Duke. Duke, I think we're moving.
Gomer, look, I've been in jets before, and when they take off, man, they go straight up. Believe me, if we were taking off, you'd know it.
Duke, we're up. We're up, Duke, we're up.
Hold it, Gomer, take it easy. What am I going to do about the cigars? Manny, don't worry. Look, it only takes a half hour to get to San Francisco. We'll catch another plane right back, and we'll have those cigars in Sergeant Carter's hands in less than 2 hours, I promise you.
Good afternoon. This is your pilot, Captain Colarusso. We'll be flying at an altitude of 37,000 feet at a speed of 630 miles an hour. Weather conditions are excellent, visibility is normal, and we should be arriving on time in Rome.
Rome, Italy?
Check the Y, the USO, the libraries, the bowling alleys, the PX. No one's seen them all day.
10 hours. It's been 10 hours.
Maybe the Jeep broke down and he had to walk to town and back.
In 10 hours, he could crawl to town and back. Come in.
Sergeant Carter, I did everything you said. I went to every movie house in town, and I couldn't find him.
What about the cigar store?
I went there, too. The man said there were a lot of Marines there today, but he doesn't remember seeing Pyle.
If he saw Pyle, he'd remember him. Where could he be, the knucklehead? Where could he be?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just landed at the Rome airport. Please remain in your seats until the aircraft comes to a complete stop. On behalf of the entire crew, may I say we have been most happy to have you aboard.
We're really here. We're really in Rome, Italy.
Well, it's all your fault. Sneaking on this plane behind my back.
Honey, we had to do something.
Well, what do we do now?
What do we do now? I don't know what we're going to do.
The first thing we've got to do is relax.
Relax. You're talking to two condemned men. You ask us to relax?
They're going to court-martial us? That's what they're going to do. They're going to court-martial us.
I know.
I knew I shouldn't have disobeyed orders. I should have gone straight to that cigar store and come straight back to the base. I knew it. I just knew it. We're in Rome. Rome. We ain't just out of town. We're in Rome, Italy.
Duke, we're only going to be in Rome long enough for servicing and refueling. Then it's just 2 short jumps to Paris and London. I can get you back home on the very first plane. You won't have been gone for more than 24 hours.
24 hours? Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord.
Rome, Paris, and London.
They gonna court-martial us? That's what
Gomer,
they're
we're
gonna
be in the brig for 15 years.
Oh, that's what
We'll
they're
never
gonna...
have...
Boys, we're going to go into the airport, and I'm going to arrange for you to make a phone call. Excuse me.
A phone call? From Rome, Italy? Why, that's long distance.
Si rimetterà tutto. Un momento. Per favore, signora, passi.
Settimane fa. Scusatemi. Dunque, senta, lei mi deve fare il piacere. Lei intanto mi mette vicino al finestrino.
Yes, I'll hold. They've got the switchboard at the base.
Benissimo, avrà telefonato, ma naturalmente qui non ci risulta. Cosa vuole che faccia?
Thank you. Here, it's ringing.
Now act like nothing's wrong. Act real casual and real relaxed. And don't let him suspect for a minute that you're in Rome, Italy. Easy.
Hello? Hello? Sergeant Carter?
You sound nervous. You sound too nervous. Calm down.
Hey, Sergeant. I bet you'll never guess who this is.
Well, let me try. From your voice, I'd say you were a member of my platoon, a Private Gomer Pyle. But that can't be. He met with a tragic accident.
But it is me, Sergeant. I didn't meet with no tragic accident.
Oh, no? Just wait till I get my hands on you. Where have you been all day, Pyle?
Well, It's kind of hard to explain.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him where you are.
Io faccio col piroscafo, sa.
Queste sono le sue valigie,
Sì,
naturalmente.
queste sono le mie due.
Pyle, what's all that racket?
No, ma queste qui non possono venire,
Ma
signora.
perché no? Ma se...
Oh, I get it. You stopped off for a pizza, huh?
No, Sergeant. But I did stop off at an Italian place just to get some gas. Oh, no, Sergeant. I didn't forget the cigars for 1 minute.
Well, you hear this, Pyle, and hear it good. As soon as you get gas, I want you to take off. You hear me? Take off! All right, I'm coming. No! Oh, hello. Huh? Pyle? Pyle?
Hey, Sergeant. You recognize my voice right off.
Listen, you blockhead, it's the middle of the night.
What? Oh, I didn't know it was that late. You was asleep. Well, I don't blame you for being angry. Not for 1 minute. No, sir.
Where are you? I sent you in this morning. I haven't seen it.
What? I didn't quite get that. Where am I? Well, it's kind of hard to pinpoint. He wants to know where I am.
Tell him you're in...
Oh, pardon. Oh, je m'excuse. Je suis désolée. J'espère que je vous ai pas fait mal. Oh, mais vous êtes des Américains. Je suis désolée, monsieur. Je vous ai pas fait mal. Mais visitez la ville, hein? Hein? Vous avez vu Paris?
Thank you, ma'am, and same to you.
So that's it, huh, Pyle? First the pizza, now you're winding things up at the C'est Bon Club.
Oh, that's silly, Sergeant. How could I get you arrested for murder? Oh. He's gonna kill me. All right, Sergeant. I'll get back there just as fast as I can.
Announcing the departure of Flight 110 for Manchester. Passengers will please proceed to embarkation point.
Oh, these were the very last 2 seats left. Oh, Duke, I put them on my credit card. Don't forget that.
I won't.
Your plane leaves in a few minutes, and you'll be home in 10 hours.
You're terrific, baby.
Announcing the departure of Flight 707 to New York and Los Angeles. Passengers will please proceed to embarkation point D.
Well, I guess that's your plane. Better hurry. Oh, are you lucky? It's the only flight out on Sunday.
Sunday? Did you say Sunday?
Well, yes, today is Sunday.
It's Sunday, Duke. It's Sunday. That cigar store will be closed, and I won't be able to buy those cigars for the Colonel.
Gomer, you worried about cigars. Now let's get out of here.
But I got to. I promised.
Well, they sell cigars right over there, Gomer. Hurry.
Mr. Robert Saunders, kindly report to the reception.
Mister, my plane's about to take off, and I need these cigars real desperate like.
Oh, you Americans always in a hurry.
How'd you know I was American?
Alfino Corona. I'm frightfully sorry, so we don't carry that brand.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well, if I can make a suggestion, sir, this is a fine Corona. It's a lovely shape and an ever so mild smoke, you know.
Well, hey, Duke, come here. He ain't got the kind that I wanted.
These are the very best we handle. Gomer, you're going to be choosy now. Grab any box. Let's go.
Well, I guess I better take something back. Is this enough?
Well, that'll do nicely.
For Flight
Yes.
707. New
Here are
York
your
to Los
cigars.
Angeles.
And
Passengers will please proceed
here's your
to
change.
embarkation point
Thank you.
D.
I got to run. Sure was nice meeting you.
Do you realize how long he's been gone? 23 and 1/2 hours. 23 and 1/2 hours. I'll kill him. No, I'll court-martial him. No, first I'll court-martial him, then I'll kill him. It's mine.
Hello. Colonel Gray, sir? Yes, sir. You want to speak to Sergeant Carter? Well, Sergeant Carter isn't here right now, sir. Well, no, sir. No, sir. No, I don't know where he is. Well, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll tell him as soon as he comes in. Yes, sir. Whew. He sounded pretty angry, Sarge.
Oh, yes.
Hey, Sergeant. Excuse me. Brought you cigars.
Made quite a night of it, huh, Pyle? Fall in over in front of that desk. Now, you stand at attention. You stay just like that, Pyle. Don't move, not 1 inch. I'm coming back to see you. I'm coming right back.
We always look forward to your visit here with a great deal of pleasure, Congressman.
Feelings mutual, Colonel. You people really know how to make a man feel welcome.
Come in.
Sergeant Carter reporting his order, sir.
If this is what I think it is, it's for you, Congressman.
You never forget, do you?
Is there anything wrong?
This isn't the kind I smoke. This is a special English market selection. Best cigar in the world. I'll bet you pull some strings to get these, Colonel. I've never been able to find them any place in this country.
Well, sir, leave it to the Marines.
That's what I call a cigar.
Pyle. Pyle? Pyle? Okay, so you had yourself a fling. So you did the town from one end to the other. So what? Am I the kind of guy to get upset over a little thing like that, huh? You even brought the wrong cigars. So what?
Well, I couldn't help it, Sergeant. You see, I had to buy them at a different store.
Well, you just remember that store, because the next time the congressman comes here, you're going to have to go back there and get those same cigars. Come in. Hello, Pyle.
Hey, Sergeant. Where are you going?
3-day pass, Pyle. Compliments of Colonel Gray.
Golly.
Yep. I might even go all the way to San Francisco.
Really? Well, I sure am glad I caught you before you left.
Pyle, what'd you do now?
Nothing. I just wanted to give you the change from that box of cigars.
Thanks, Pyle.
Well, have a good time.
$3. All right, move it. Let's go. Come on, you. In there. Come on, move it, in that seat.
Now, I'll tell you how Floyd the barber back home used to cut my hair. What he done was he'd leave it a little long in the back, then he'd cut off the sideburns here about, say, even with the ear hole. Then he'd trim a little bit off the top and rub in some pomade and part it on the side and make a little rabbit ridge up here in front. Then he'd comb it wet, okay? Well, it ain't exactly like Floyd the barber back home would have done it, but after all, it's just your first time.
Pyle USMC. Starring Jim Neighbors as Gomer Pyle. Also starring Frank Sutton as Sergeant Carter.
I am your senior drill instructor. I will watch over you every minute of every day of your boot camp training. I will tell you when to eat, when to sleep, when to get up, when to shower, and when to dress.
He's gonna spoil us doing all that for us.
Did I hear somebody talking? You're at attention. You don't move, you don't talk. When you do speak, the first word to come out of your mouth will be, sir. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Now. Something funny, Private. Something funny about all this. Suppose you tell us what's so funny, huh?
Well, sir, when we all hollered real loud like you wanted us to, the fella behind me hollered in my ear and it tickled and made me grin. I imagine the same thing happened to the fella in front of me. Did you grin when I hollered in your ear?
Knock it off! So you think this is funny, do you, Private? What's your name?
Gomer Pyle, sir.
All right, Pyle. I'm gonna be watching you real close. You hear me good? You're doing it again. Wipe that smile off your face.
You're doing the same thing he did. Hollered in my ear and it made me grin.
Knock it off. All right. Now, you people, listen up. I have had 3 honor platoons in a row. Do you hear me? 3 honor platoons. And I am going to get a 4th. And who is going to help me to get it?
We are, sir.
What?
We are, sir.
I can't hear you.
We are, sir.
And now we will begin by learning how to drill. Left, hey, dress right, hey. All right, come on, dress it up, dress it up. Ready, hey. We will do a little drilling in place. I will count cadence. You will listen. Hut, hey, hey. Hey, hey, left, hey, left, hey, hey, left. Left, hey, left, hey, left, hey, hey, left. Left, hey, left, hey, hey. Cut! Huh! What's funny, Pyle? What's funny this time, huh?
How you do that?
Huh?
How you do that with your voice? That's good. It's real good.
What?
That there cadence counting, it's real good.
Oh, you really think so, huh?
I mean it. You ought to sing in your church choir if you don't already.
You like my voice, do you?
Yes, sir, I really do.
Well, since you like it so much, I'll let you hear it some more.
Good.
While you do about 50 push-ups.
Sir?
Push-ups. Come on, Pyle. Hit the deck. Ready? Exercise. Hey up, hey up, hey up, hey up.
That's good. That's real good.
Keep working, keep working. Hey up, hey up. You have seen this obstacle course demonstrated, and you will now run it. You move and move fast. You are running under combat conditions. First format, ho! Second format. I am watching you, Pyle. Ho! Third format. Move up! What are you doing, Pyle? What in the world are you doing? Are you playing a game? Are you having fun?
No, sir, this wall's a whole lot higher than I thought.
Well, would you like me to get you a little step ladder?
Oh, no, thank you kindly, sir. It's real nice of you to offer, but I keep trying.
You better keep trying. I'm going to get me an honor platoon, and you will not foul it up. You hit this wall, you roll over this wall, and you move on. Pyle, do you know why you're doing this? It's to train you for combat. Don't you understand? You're being shot at, Pyle.
Shazam, I better get over it this time, hadn't I? I think if you give me a heist this one time, Sergeant, I might make it. Much obliged, Sergeant.
Move, move, move! Come on, move it, Pyle, move it. Get in there, move on through. All right, come on, move it, move it, move it. Pyle, what are you doing in there? Taking your nap? Move it, move it.
Dark as the inside of a cow in there.
Pyle, how did you... No, don't tell me. Just go. Hit that cargo net. Move it. Move it. Move, move, move.
Hey, Sarge.
Is that any way to go about landing that Pyle, Pete First? Are you trying to be different?
No, sir, I was just trying to...
Pyle, do you know your feet from your head?
Yes, sir.
Then how come your head's down here and your feet's up there?
Well, that is a poser, ain't it?
Pyle, I got an 80-year-old grandma that can go up on that better than that.
Well, bless her heart.
Get out of there, out of there, out, 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 out. You swing across. Swing across. You don't swing hard enough, you land in the drink. First floor, move it. Let's go. Come on, go, go, go. Next floor. Come on, let's move it, move it, move it, move it, move it, move it. Let go, let go. Pyle, get out of there. Get out of there. This ain't a ride and this ain't Disneyland.
Lucky thing I didn't have nothing in my pockets, ain't it?
Come on, get up here. Get.
It ain't very cold, is it?
Pyle!
I spell friendly. I-E or E-I?
I.E. Why?
I was just writing to folks back home.
Oh. And I suppose you're telling them how much fun you're having and how friendly your DI is?
How'd you know?
What? You're actually writing that? I was kidding, Gomer. RDI friendly?
Oh, he's a fine feller.
And you like him? You actually like him?
Oh, I like him fine, don't you?
How can you like anybody who yells like that? He hollers all the time.
Oh, I expect he's got to do that to hold your attention. Why, if he talks soft, your mind'd go to wandering, and you'd probably stand there and stare at his nose. Oh, he's got to holler.
Gomer.
10 hut.
Pyle! Private Gomer Pyle. Report to Sergeant Carter in the duty hut right away.
Yes, sir. Be right there. I won't tell him we was talking about him.
On the double. Move, move.
Sir, Paris wants to request permission to enter the duty hut.
Hey, Sergeant Whipple. One of your people out of here. Yeah?
Sir, Paris wants to request permission to enter the duty hut.
What's the matter with you, Private? You wearing gloves? Not gonna do it. Let's hear it.
Sir, Private wants to request...
Get in here.
Sir, Private wants reporting his order.
Swanson, you talked in rags today.
Yes, sir.
When you're in attention, you don't talk. That clear?
Yes, sir.
You can remember that?
Yes, sir.
While you're whispering.
Yes, sir.
Get out of here. Knucklehead. You think he's bad? Where do you see the one I got?
Hey, Sarge. All right to come in?
See what I mean? Pyle, you were told your first day here how to enter a duty hut.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get out and do it right.
Sir, Private Pyle requests permission to enter the duty hut.
Did you hear something?
Yeah, sounded like mice.
Pyle, hit that hatch.
Hit the what?
The door, the door.
Sir, Private Pyle requests permission to enter the duty hut.
I can't hear you. Over here.
Sir, Private Pyle reporting as ordered. Corporal said you wanted to see me.
You? You? What's a you? You's a sheep, ain't it?
It sure is. It's female sheep.
Is that what I look like?
No, sir, you don't look like no female sheep.
Do I look like a male sheep?
Well, not that neither. Though they do say some folks look like animals. Wally, the feller I worked for back home, everybody said he looked like a gopher. He had these little bitty eyes and short ears.
Pyle!
He was a wonderful feller, though. I mean, for a man that looked like a gopher.
Knock it off! Pyle, are you here because you personally want to see to it that I don't get another honor platoon, are you?
Oh, no, sir.
You don't like me.
Yes, sir, I like you.
No, you don't. You don't like me, do you?
Yes, sir, I like you. For a fella I've known such a little bitty time, I like you just fine. Of course, I don't love you, but that's 'cause you ain't kin. If you's kin, I might love you, but I do like you.
Well, if you like me, boy, shape up. Get yourself squared away. I'm going to get me another honor platoon, and you will pull your own weight. Am I getting through to you?
Yes, sir.
Then get out of here.
And I do like you.
Get out of here! Out of here!
And I like you, too.
Sorry, sir. I just came back to ask you, do you like me?
You think it's funny, Private? Something funny about all this? You run this obstacle course, you run it right. I want an honor platoon. Get over that wall. Get over it. What are you doing to me? Pyle! 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 Pyle. Wake up, boy. Come on, wake up. Corporal Johnson says you've been excused from duty for the day. I want to know what's the matter with you. You sick? Pyle, do you hear me? Pyle, I want to know what's the matter with you. Come on, boy. Wake up. Up, 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 up. You up now? Why can't you work today, boy? Come on, what is it? Pyle, are you awake? Can you hear me?
Hey, Vince, I meant to ask you. How's your problem, child?
Huh?
Gomer Pyle.
What do you mean, how is he? He's a knucklehead, that's how he is. You know, he reported to sick bay this morning, got himself excused from duty, and he's been stretched out on his rack all day.
You're kidding.
All day.
People are all secure, Sergeant.
What about Pyle?
He's still asleep.
He's still asleep.
Hey, maybe he's dead.
No, no such luck. What's he got anyway? Did you find out?
Well, sickbay says he has acute asthenia.
What's that?
Complete exhaustion, fatigue.
Fatigue from what? What did he do? What did he do? 5,000 boots in this camp, and I gotta catch one with the...
Acute asthenia.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
Gomer, how do you feel, buddy?
Fine.
You ain't sick?
No, I feel real good. Y'all ready for breakfast?
Breakfast? Man, it's time to go to sleep. You're really sacked out, buddy. You've been sleeping all day.
All day?
Mm-hmm.
Shazam. Was the sergeant mad?
Well, he said so far it looks like you're the only one standing in the way of him getting another honor platoon.
He said that?
Yeah, because you can't make that obstacle course. Good night, buddy.
Sir?
What's your name, Private?
Gomer Pyle, sir.
What are you doing here, Pyle?
I'm running the obstacle course, and I'm really doing it, too.
Why? You being punished?
Oh, no, sir. You see, it's like this. Sergeant Carter, he's my DI. That means drill instructor.
I know.
Well, anyways, he's had these 3 honor platoons in a row. Ain't that wonderful?
Yes, but I don't see what that
Well, I
has...
didn't want to be the cause of him not getting another one because he's really got his heart set on it. Don't you know it's going to make his mama and daddy proud? So what I'm doing is I'm out here practicing, and I'm doing real good, too. Do you want to see me?
No, Private. I think you better get back to your hut and get some rest. What did you say your name was?
Private Gomer Pyle, sir. You can call me Gomer if you want to.
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want to see me do it? It won't take me but a minute.
No, never mind. You're going back to your quarters.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Don't tell me. Pyle's in sick bay again.
Right.
Yeah, and it's that same
acute asthenia.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Where are you going?
To see the battalion commander and get him thrown out of here. Him and his asthenia.
Asthenia?
I know.
Come in.
Sir, Gunnery Sergeant Carter reporting to the battalion commander with a request.
At ease, Carter. What's in your mind?
Well, sir, it's about one of my recruits. A Private Gomer Pyle. Sir, he is about...
Oh, Gomer Pyle, yes.
Oh, the colonel's already heard about it. I'm not one bit surprised,
Carter,
sir.
I don't know how you do it, but you do it.
Sir?
Now, don't be modest, Carter. To inspire conscientiousness in a recruit that'll make him want to go out and run that obstacle course at night when he ought to be sleeping, you gotta be pretty persuasive.
Sir?
Well, there he was last night. You're Gomer Pyle, running that obstacle course like a veteran and telling me what a great DI you are. How do you do it, Carter? No wonder you get honor platoons. I wish you'd share your secret with the other DIs at this base. We could use more men like you and more recruits like Gomer Pyle, right? What was the request, Sergeant? You want to make Pyle your guidon bearer? You go right ahead. You don't have to ask me about that. Well, carry on, Sergeant. Is there anything else, Sergeant? Sergeant!
Sir? Oh, no, sir. Thank you, sir. Hold it down. What's the matter with you knuckleheads? Did you see we got a man sleeping here? As you were. Pipe down. This boy needs a sleep. He's got acute athenia.
Hey, Sergeant, sir.
What do you think you're doing out here, boy?
Well, sir,
Don't you know the punishment for leaving your quarters after you've been secured for the night?
Yes, sir.
What are you trying to do? Get yourself court-martialed, boy?
No, sir.
Then what are you doing out here?
Well, sir, the fact is I've been coming out here to practice running that obstacle course. I wanted to help you get that there honor platoon. And you won't believe this, sir, but I think I got this course licked.
You have, huh?
Yes, sir. Here, let me show you.
No, that's all right.
Well, I'll be glad to do it. It won't take me but a minute.
No, never mind. No. Look, boy, it's good you can run the course, but you got to do it during regular hours. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, tomorrow you can show me how good you can do it.
Yes, sir. And I do it real good, too. I shove off just right and go right across and everything. Here, let me show you.
No, tomorrow. Hey, you get back to your quarters now.
Yes, sir.
Where's your cap?
You're standing on it, sir.
Oh.
What happened, Sergeant? Didn't you give yourself a good enough push? See, when you go all the way across like that, you got to shove off real hard. And then you'll swing right back and your wave will take you all the way over. I did it.
How about it, Sarge? You ready?
Yeah, I'll be with you in a minute, Chuck. Crazy, or is it hot in here?
I don't think so. Hey, you're not coming down with anything, are you, Vince?
I don't know. I feel kind of flush. It's just probably something I ate. Maybe that pizza last night.
And better yet, maybe that beer last night. What don't you remember?
I don't know. Oh, boy.
You okay, Sarge?
Yeah, I'm okay. All right, you meatheads. Come on, move it. Come on. It's a mustard and a meatball dance. Let's go. Move. All right, listen up. Here's the way the rest of the day shapes up. At 1:30, and I mean 1:30 sharp.
You feeling bad, Sergeant?
Huh?
I'm right, ain't I? I can tell. Being as flushed as you are is a sure sign of fever.
Knock it off, Pyle. When I want your opinion, I'll ask for it.
Right, Sergeant, sorry.
All right. Now, 1:30 sharp. What is it now, Pyle?
Excuse me, Sergeant, but if I could just feel of your ears, I could tell where you have a fever in just a second. That's the way you tell about fever, by the ears, not the forehead like most.
Pyle, knock it off. You're in formation.
Right, Sergeant. He does look flushed, though, don't he? Do you know what Grandma Pyle used to do for a fever?
Pyle, I told you to pipe down. You're at attention.
I'm sorry, Sergeant. I was just telling Duke what Grandma Pyle used to use for a fever. She'd take a clove of garlic and 2 licks of sage.
If I take anything, Pyle, it's going to be that PFC stripe off your collar. You're at attention. Now, don't move a muscle, not one single muscle.
Right, Sergeant.
Okay. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Now, 1:30 sharp, you will proceed to building G for a lecture.
Excuse me?
Pyle, I told you not to move a muscle and no talking.
But I can't hear you, Sergeant.
Did you hear me, Slater?
No, Sarge, not too well. I'm sorry.
See, if we both can't hear you, then you're bound to be sick.
Huh?
And as bad as you sound, you look even worse. Don't he look bad, Duke? Just look at his mouth.
Stole it, both of you.
Vince, maybe you ought to check in at the sick bay to make sure, huh? I'll take over here.
Yeah. Maybe you're right. I'm feeling worse by the minute. Yeah, I'll be back as soon as I can.
It's for the best, Sergeant. It really is. Just ask him the feel of your ears and see if that don't.
Pyle!
I hope it ain't nothing serious.
Don't worry about it, Gomer.
But he does look bad. He looks just like my Aunt Serena did the day she went down to have her ear lanced.
Pyle!
Excuse me, Corporal.
What is it, Pyle?
About Sergeant Carter, have you heard anything yet?
Well, as a matter of fact, I have. The doctor just called.
It was a fever spell, right? Is that what it was?
No, Sergeant Carter's got himself a case of German measles.
German measles? How'd he ever get a thing like that?
I don't know, Pyle, but I gotta hustle over to sickbay with some of this stuff and maybe try and cheer him up. He must be feeling pretty miserable.
By all means, Corporal, you do that. German measles. My. Poor Sergeant Carter. If there's anything I can do to help.
I'll tell you what you can do, Pyle. You can get back to work on the double so I can give the sergeant a good report, okay?
Yes, sir. Tell Sergeant Carter not to worry. Everything will be raked up real nice. I'll see to it myself. And be sure and tell the sergeant best wishes. Tell him it seems like he's been gone for days instead of just hours.
I'll see that Sergeant Carter gets this.
Thank you.
Oh, you can't go in there. If you want to talk to him, go around this way and use the phone by the viewing window.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't stay too long.
I won't. Hi, Vince. I brought some of your stuff over. Hey, you don't look too unhappy.
I'm not.
In fact, you look like you're enjoying yourself.
I am.
You're enjoying the German measles?
Well, let me put it to you this way. If you had your choice between 103 temperature without Gomer Pyle and a normal temperature with Gomer Pyle, which would you take?
I see what you mean.
It's a vacation away from Pyle, so I have to pay for it with a little fever. I may even write a book. German measles can be fun.
How long are you going to be in, do you know?
Not long enough. If I'm lucky, I'll catch something else and continue the vacation.
I saw Pyle just before I came here. You want to hear what he said?
Please, Boyle, not while I'm convalescing.
He sent you his best and says he misses you.
Great. I think my temperature just went up.
Well, I better be getting back. Take it easy, Vince.
Oh, I will.
Sergeant, are you awake?
What is it?
It's me, Gomer.
Pyle, how did you get in here?
I walked in. There wasn't anybody at the front desk, so I figured it's all right.
Well, it ain't all right. Go on, get out of here this minute, this second. Pyle, can't you read signs? I'm in quarantine. I've got the German measles. Even a knucklehead like you should know what that means.
Oh, don't worry about me, Sergeant. I never do catch anything.
All I know is you better get out of here fast, on the double.
Yes, sir. I know just how you feel. I know how overwrought a person can get when they're sick as you. That's the reason I brought you these treats.
Well, you should have left them outside. Now just drop them and get out of here.
Yeller jonquils, they're my favorites. You just see how they brighten up your room.
Pyle!
Oh, and I brought you this book, Up the Yellowstone with Rod and Reel. It's all about salmon.
Out!
Yes, Sergeant. Oh, the candy. Now, these can't hurt you at all on account of they're all fruit centers.
Pyle, get out of here. Just get out.
Keep your chin up, Sergeant. And the main thing is to get plenty of rest and don't let nothing excite you. Excuse me, Corporal.
Oh, not again, Pyle.
I know you're busy trying to catch up on your reports and everything, but I was just
But you were
wondering...
just wondering how Sergeant Carter's making out, right?
Well, golly, it's been 3 days.
That's right. Like I said yesterday and the day before, he's doing fine. Just fine. Now get out of here.
Well, I sure am glad to hear that.
As a matter of fact, he's due out of sickbay tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yeah. Not a minute too soon as far as I'm concerned.
Golly, will I ever be glad to see him? It's not that you're not doing a fine job in his place, Corporal. You're doing real fine. It's just that, Well, you're not Sergeant Carter, but then who is?
Get back to work on the floors, huh? I got a lot of work to do.
Right, Corporal. Sorry to have bothered you. Begging your pardon, but do you feel all right, Corporal?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little beat, maybe.
I guess that's it.
That's what?
The reason you look so flushed. Not feverish, mind you, just flushed.
Yeah?
Uh-huh. I could tell a lot better if I could feel your ears.
No, just get out of here.
Hey, fellas, wait till you hear the news. Just wait till you hear the news. I just talked to Corporal Ball, and Sergeant Carter's all better, and he's going to get out of sick bay first thing in the morning.
That's good news.
Well, I'm surprised at you, fellers. Making light of a man that's been in the hospital for 3 days, especially a man like Sergeant Carter.
I'm sorry, Gomer. It's just that I don't feel so red hot myself.
I haven't been feeling too well either.
Huh?
My head feels kind of funny. I'm warm all over.
Hey, Duke.
I know. You want to feel my ears, right?
Hey, Boyle! Boyle! Where's the apron? Back to work. First platoon! Fall in! Come on, move it!
Sergeant Carter! Golly, you're back. Sure is good to see you.
Huh? Come on, move it!
You're looking awful good, Sergeant, considering. A little peeking around the face, maybe.
Pyle, where is
You
everybody?
look like you've lost weight. But that's natural. It's just perfectly natural.
Pyle!
An active man like you gets laid up, and his juices just play heck with his appetite.
Well, where is everybody? What's going on?
Oh, that's right, Sergeant. I guess you don't know.
Don't know what, Pyle. What?
Everybody's down with the German measles, just like you had, even Corporal Ball. Right. They all woke up this morning feeling sick and sore all over. I never saw anything like it.
So that's what the excitement was all about. They must have been checking in when I was checking out.
Ain't it a shame, Sergeant? A whole platoon coming down with the German measles? They say that somebody carried it right into the platoon, and everybody caught it from this carrier.
Carrier? Then how come you're not sick?
Me? Oh, I never catch nothing.
And you're the only one here?
That's right. Looks like for the next few days, it's just you and me, Sergeant. Just you and me.
Hut! Now, we got a lot to do today, so I want you to... Oh, it's just you and me, Pyle. There's no use in me reading off the program for the day.
But I'll be glad to listen, Sergeant, if it'll make you feel any better.
Forget it. At ease, Pyle, at ease. First Platoon, Sergeant Carter. Oh, yes, sir, Colonel. The efficiency reports? Well, sir. Yes, sir, I understand. You'll have them by tonight, sir.
Excuse me, Sergeant, for leaving formation, but Captain Hughes gave me these inventory report blanks. He wants them filled out and returned to him by tomorrow noon.
Oh, for the love of peace.
I'll do it.
Huh? Do what?
Fill out these forms. Be glad to. All you have to do is to tell me.
Never mind. Where's Hummel?
Well, he's in sick bay with all the others. Don't you remember? I'll get it.
So get it. Big deal.
First Platoon, PFC Gomer Pyle speaking for Sergeant Carter. Yes, ma'am. I sure will. Thank you for calling. Bye. That was Lieutenant Klinger over in sick bay. She's missing some of Corporal Ball's personal records.
Third drawer right in the front.
Right, Sergeant. I'll take it over there myself if it's okay. I'll be glad to, Sergeant. I'd be more than happy to.
Take 'em over. Just go.
Right, Sergeant. It's a pleasure. Anything I can ever do to help you out's always a pleasure, especially now that you're so hard-pressed. And, Sergeant?
Yeah?
I just want you to know how thrilled I am to be working so close to you.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from you already, but not half as much as I'm going to learn for the rest of this week. What with you and me being alone together like we are.
Okay, Pyle. Okay, I get the message. Now get going, huh? I got some work to do.
Right, Sergeant. And don't you worry, Sergeant. I'll be back to help you out before you know it. From now on, it's just you and me, side by side. We're a team, huh, Sergeant?
Go!
Sergeant, can I borrow the ketchup?
Well, are you going to return it, Pyle, or is it your own private stock?
Huh?
The ketchup.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here you are, Sergeant. Since there's just the two of us, do you mind if I join you? That way it'll save all that hollering and enticing and everything. Is it okay?
I suppose. What are you doing?
I was just counting, Sergeant. How many times do you chew your food?
I don't know. I don't count. I just eat.
Grandma Pyle says you should chew each mouthful of food 12 times before you swallow it. Anything less than 12 chews is bad for your digestive tract. Did you know that, Sergeant?
Well.
A human being ain't like a dog. A dog don't chew at all. He just swallows his food whole and lets his stomach do all the work. I remember once I had this old bird dog, and he caught this wild turkey and...
Pyle, just eat your chow, huh? Just eat your chow and knock it off, okay?
Oh, I am, Sergeant, I am. I just like to take my time and enjoy it. You know, sure seems strange just the two of us at this big old table.
Yeah.
Sergeant, you just chewed that 4 times.
Pyle!
Grandma Pyle was right. If you don't chew it 12 times...
Keep your left. Keep your left.
You left. Pyle, you left. Don't you know you left?
I'm sorry, Sergeant. It's just that I ain't got anybody's feet in front of me to watch.
Well, watch my mouth. That's all you gotta watch. Left. Hey, left. Hey, left. Help me. Hey, left.
I'm not doing it again.
Left. Hey, left. Hey, left.
Platoon ready for inspection, sir.
I don't know why I'm even bothering.
But, Sergeant, you got to turn in a report to the lieutenant.
All right. Yeah. It's okay, Pyle.
Sergeant, the locker.
It's okay, Pyle, as you were.
Sergeant, is that all?
Yes, Pyle, that's all.
But it sure went awful fast.
Well, there wasn't much to do, Pyle.
Sergeant?
Huh?
Let's do it again.
What?
Can we do the inspection again just to kill some time?
Hi, Vince.
How you doing, Chuck? You feeling okay?
Oh, not bad. Say, how you getting along with your one-man platoon?
Don't ask.
Not bad, huh?
Do you know what life is like with Pyle? Do you have any idea?
I can imagine.
It's worse than a horror movie. Every move I make, there he is, sticking to me like a bee sticks to a plate of honey. And he never shuts up, never for a second. Now, why can't he be in there with the rest of you guys?
I don't know. I guess he's immune. Looks like he's just a carry and he never gets it himself.
No. Maybe he just wasn't exposed long enough. Yeah, that's it.
Huh?
I was just thinking. Pyle can't have that much immune. I mean, when a bug like that's going around, nobody's immune should be that much better than anybody else's, right?
Look, Vince, if you're thinking what I think you're thinking...
Do you blame me? Huh? Knowing Pyle like you do you blame me?
But purposely exposing a guy to a case of the measles? Come on, Vince.
Who said anything like that? I was just thinking he's bound to catch it sooner or later.
So why not now, huh?
Why not? Mothers do it all the time. When one kid gets it, she exposes all the kids to it. That way she doesn't have to go through all that trouble, one kid at a time.
Vince, you're as warm and human as they come.
Yeah, you might say that. I mean, if Pyle has got to catch the measles, no use he should suffer alone. Huh?
Sergeant, you wanted to see me?
Yes, I did, Pyle.
Before you say what you was going to say, could I ask you something?
What is it?
Well, I was just thinking, if I had your permission to move in here with you, then I'd save you all that running back and forth to the barracks every time you wanted me.
Huh?
Like in the mess hall when I sat down next to you, I was right there to pass you anything you wanted. The salt, the pepper, the ketchup.
Well,
Why not, Sergeant? It'd be a lot more efficient now that Corporal Boyle's bed's empty.
Boyle's bed? Oh, yeah. Yeah, oh, okay, Pyle, that might be a good idea. Look, I want
to... Sergeant. Thank you. I just knew you'd like the idea.
No, I think it's just great.
Sergeant,
now, look,
isn't this your bed over here?
Yes, that's my bed.
And don't you sleep with your head facing towards the window?
Oh, yes, I do.
Then we'll have to switch the beds around.
Huh?
You see, I sleep with my head facing exactly the other way. So if we switch the beds around, our heads will be facing each other, and that way we can talk without turning over.
Yeah.
My, we're going to be roommates.
Look, Pyle, on your way over to get your gear, do me a favor, will you? Corporal Boyle wants me to send over this here book. Run it over for me, will you?
I'll be glad to, Sergeant. That's what I'm here for.
And, Pyle, look, that'll give you a chance to pay your respects to Slater and Hummel and all the gang, huh?
Yes, sir. That's real thoughtful of you, Sergeant.
Yeah, just slip over and hand the book to Boyle personally, will you? Remember how you just walked in on me the other day? Well, do the same thing. And give Boyle my best wishes. In fact, shake hands with him. In fact, shake hands with the whole platoon. That's a great morale builder.
Sergeant Carter, you just think of everything, don't you?
I try, Pyle, I try.
Corporal Boyle?
Gomer!
Hey, Dick. Hey, fellers.
Pyle, how did you get in here anyway?
Well, I waited till the nurse left the desk out there on account of Sergeant Carter wanted me to give you this book personally and give you his best wishes.
Look, Pyle, you shouldn't have come in here.
Yeah, Gomer, you'll get in trouble. This is an isolation ward.
Oh, don't worry about me, Duke. Well, here's your book. And best wishes from Sergeant Carter. Best wishes to all of you from Sergeant Carter.
Well, you deliver the book?
I sure did, Sergeant. I sure did.
And you gave it to Boyle personally, huh?
Just like you say it.
And did you shake hands with him and give him my best wishes?
I sure did.
And then after your visit with Boyle, did you have a nice bedside visit with all the boys?
Went around shaking hands with everybody.
Oh, wonderful.
Corporal Boyle seemed very nervous about it, though.
He did?
Uh-huh. He said that the doctor told him there wasn't no such thing as being immune to German measles. For even somebody as healthy as I am.
No kidding. I didn't know that.
All it takes is just one little germ passed from one person to another. Just one little germ is all it takes.
Is that so? Just one little germ?
Uh-huh. You know, I just can't believe we're going to be roommates. Maybe you better pinch me, Sergeant, just to make sure.
Later, Pyle, later. Just tell me, how many fellas you think you shook hands with?
Hi, Vince.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Never in a million years. You just don't get relapses quick as that.
I did.
I guess you got to be philosophical. Like you said, it's a vacation away from knuckleheads like Pyle.
Yeah, but 2 vacations in 1 week?
Better than no vacation from Pyle at all, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. If it's the only way I can keep him off my back, okay. Yeah, it's okay by me.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, I'm right back where I started. Yes, sir, I like it here fine, Boyle. Just fine.
This way, please.
Hey, Sergeant Carter.
Pyle, what are you doing here, Pyle?
I've got German measles. But now that I know we're going to be roommates, I feel a whole lot better. Imagine that. 3 or 4 days of your sergeant's undivided companionship. Ain't that so, Sergeant? Knowing how much fun we're going to have, the time's just going to pass faster than grease lightning. I know a lot of games we can play while we're in the hospital. You know, it's a wonderful time.
Hey, you're back.
Yeah.
You're all over it already?
Yeah, it was just a relapse.
What about Pyle?
Well, with Pyle, there was no relapse. He's got the real thing for the first time, so it'll be a little while longer.
Hey, you may get that vacation away from him after all, huh?
I will now. I'm here, he's in the hospital, and all's right with the world.
Surprise, Sergeant. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Pyle, what are you doing here, Pyle? You're supposed to be in the hospital.
That's a surprise, Sergeant. The doctor examined me right after he examined you, and he said I could go back to duty just as soon as I wanted to.
He did, huh? The doctor said that?
He said it was just a light case. It just goes to show you, Sergeant, every cloud has its silver lining. Now we can get back to work together without missing a beat. Sergeant, tell you, I was his good right hand while he was in the hospital. Now that you're back, I'll be his second good right hand. Just you wait, Sergeant. I'll be here whenever you want me, night and
day. What a day. What a day.
What are you complaining about, Vince? They ask you to do a little work?
A little work? 2 field problems, a 20-mile hike twice around the obstacle course? That's a little work? That's murder, just plain murder.
Get the chaplain over to listen to this heartbreaking story.
What I'll never understand is how come you make the same dough I get, and you're just a supply sergeant. Supply. I'm out in the hot sun with a 60-pound pack, and you're sitting around here in a soft chair counting shoelaces. And you get paid the same. And for what? Supply.
Come on, get off it, Vince.
No. He's absolutely right. I shouldn't get the same dough he does. I should get twice what he does.
Did you hear that? Did you hear what the glorified haberdasher said?
I'm worth twice. Without supply, nothing. I'm the most important guy in this outfit. You ever think of that?
Oh, come on, Hank. I'm in charge of 62 men.
Without me, 62 naked men.
So you give him a pair of pants. Big deal. Me, I got the real responsibility. The life of every one of them is in these hands.
Look, Dr. Kildare, for your job, all you need is a can of foot powder and a big mouth. Up, 2, 3, 4. For my job, you need brains. You could be replaced by a recording.
Do you have any idea
Come
what
on,
it takes
you guys. Every night, the same argument. For once, couldn't we have a nice, quiet game of cards, no arguing?
Who's arguing?
You and all the hard work you do. Half the time you're off on leaves and liberties. Well, easy enough. There are 40 guys who can take over for you. Not me. I can't leave. There ain't nobody can take over for me.
Are you kidding? Why, any wet-nosed recruit could run this 2-bit country store.
Oh, why don't you stop?
Well, come on, gentlemen. Cards. Play.
Excuse me, everybody.
What do you want, Pyle?
It's Sergeant Singer. A telegram was just phoned into the duty hut. Your grandfather. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
What was it, boy or a girl?
Well, let me think now. I was so excited when I heard your son had a daughter.
A baby girl.
Congratulations. Wait a minute. I don't have a son. It was my daughter had the baby.
Oh. Well, then your daughter had a son.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. If you had a son, he had a daughter. If you had a daughter, she had a son. I remember because they was opposites.
A boy, that's even better.
Hey, what else did they say? Everybody all right?
Just fine. And the little feller weighed 10 pounds, born at 6 o'clock.
Hey, 10 pounds, that's some baby.
Yeah, he's ready to be a Marine already.
Or was it 6 pounds born at 10 o'clock?
Well, which is it, Pyle?
Well, I ain't exactly sure. Like I said, I was so excited and everything.
Hey, I gotta go call her.
Nice going, Pyle. You got everything perfect.
Well, I was so excited. This is the first baby I ever reported on, and I didn't know what to do.
It's a boy, and he was 10 pounds. 10 pounds, born at 0600.
You sure it wasn't 600 pounds, born at 10 o'clock?
Hey, guess what? They're gonna name him after me. Henry.
Boy, that's starting off with a handicap.
Henry Wadsworth Steinkamp.
That poor kid.
Oh, would I love to see that kid. I'd give anything to go.
So what's stopping you?
Oh, I can't get away. The trip will take a whole week. I couldn't find anybody to take over for me.
Are you gonna go into that again? Come on, Hank. Anybody can handle your job.
No, I know. You told me that before.
Well, I mean it. You want to see the kid so bad? Take off. What can happen?
What can happen? In a week, the supply room would be a shambles. Nobody would be able to find a thing. Take off, he says.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. Any knucklehead can do your job. Now's as good a time as any to prove it.
I got a good mind to take you up on that.
Then why don't you?
For how much?
You name it.
Name it yourself.
I'm on salary?
You're on.
Good.
You're a witness, Boyle. You heard the bet. I say by the time I get back, the place will be a mess.
And I say any knucklehead can handle his job perfectly.
Right. Now, let's see. How about that knucklehead who delivered the telegram?
Pyle?
Yeah, him.
That knucklehead?
You said any knucklehead could do it. What's the matter? You want to back out?
What? And miss the chance to show you up? No, it's a bet. You're on.
Good. So Pyle's my replacement. Okay, I'll go get my leave papers. An extra month's paid. I just about covered a trip. Thanks.
You want me to do what?
That's right. I've been watching you lately, and I think you're ready for more responsibility. That's why I picked you out for this job myself.
Well, that's real nice of you, Sergeant, but I don't know a thing
Nothing
about
to it. A man comes in here and asks you for something, you give it to him.
Well, that don't sound too hard.
Well, it's easy. Look, we'll practice a little. Now, for instance, I come in here and I say, give me a pistol belt.
What'd I do?
You go and get a pistol belt.
Oh. Well, where are they?
They're on the pistol belt shelf.
Oh. Well, where's that?
Pyle, why are you making a big production out of a simple thing? A man comes in and asks for a pistol belt, you give it to him. Is that difficult? Now, I can't show you. You're going to be in charge. You're going to have to find it yourself. They're somewhere in there.
All right, Sergeant. Can you give me a hint?
No hints.
Am I getting warm?
Keep looking. You'll find him.
I got some nice buckets here. How about one of them instead?
A pistol belt.
Right, Sergeant.
Well, it'll take him a little while to know where everything is.
Yeah, sure, Vince.
You can't expect him to know everything in 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to work at it.
Yeah.
I'm dead, ain't I? A whole month's pay. What am I going to do?
Sergeant Carter?
What do you want, Hummel?
I've just completed the platoon S10 forms. They need your signature.
They aren't due till the end of the week. What's your hurry?
Well, I thought you might like to have them ready. Copies in the duty hut and the Y8s have been posted.
Good.
I always say, plan your work and work your plan.
I can't find them pistol belts nowhere.
If you're looking for pistol belts, they're on the second stack behind.
How'd you know that?
Oh, I've had occasion to requisition items. Simple power of observation and retention.
Thanks, Lester.
Observation and retention. You had experience in supply, Hummel?
Some. It's a simple matter of cataloging and keeping a permanent inventory. I had a course in business administration back at school. Really helps.
Business administration. Are you going to be around long?
Well, at the company office, Sergeant.
I'll be over in 5 minutes.
They was right where he said they was. Smart feller, that Lester.
Isn't he, though? Pyle, come here a minute. When was the last time you had leave?
Well, let me see. I think it was back in about...
That long? I had no idea. Well, you're way overdue. And if you got a leave coming, you have to take it. It's good for you. You know, get away for a while.
What about the job here, Sergeant?
Well, I'll hate to lose you, but a tense Marine is a bad Marine. I'll have your orders typed up and you'll leave in the morning.
But, Sergeant, this job here, you said...
But don't worry about this job. I want you to leave.
But, Sergeant...
That's an order, Pyle. Hey, what a break. Did you get that, Hummel? He's had business administration. He's a natural.
Yeah, but how are you going to get Singer to go along with the switch?
Just leave that to me. All set to go?
Yeah, just going to pick up a couple of presents at the PX. Hey, where's our knucklehead? He's coming, ain't he?
Pyle? Oh, sure. He'll be on duty here, subject to military obligations, of course.
Huh?
Say, it's a nice day for your trip.
Sergeant, here are the lead papers for the platoon. You want to check them?
Oh, yes, thank you. Yes, sir, it's a perfect day for a trip.
It's 72 degrees right now, Sergeant. Scheduled to go to a high of 85.
Well, what's this? Private Pyle has gone on leave.
Who's on leave?
Pyle. You know, the knucklehead we picked. Well, then he's out. Like we said, subject to military obligations. Oh, that's too bad. He would have been the perfect goof to come in here and prove my point.
Hey, what did a slave
Well, there's nothing to do but to try to think of another knucklehead.
Let's see this.
You're not going on leave, are you?
No,
Then you'll have to take over. What's your name again?
My name? Hummel, Sergeant.
Hummel, Sergeant Singer's gonna be away for a week, and you'll just have to try to fill in as best you can. Okay, Singer, we got our man.
All right, if he's the one, let's go. Let's get started. Come on, Hummel. These are the unfilled requisitions. These
I
here
understand. The M32s and the M19s for armory items. No problems. I presume the regular rules of survey apply to use items being replaced.
That's right. Who is he?
Who? Nobody, just somebody from the platoon. A Private Himmel.
No, Hummel.
Hummel. Come on, you better get started.
How come Pyle got leave?
Well, can I help it? Somebody gives him leave? Just my luck. The only guy left in the place is,
Hummel.
Hummel. Okay, you better take over.
Very good, Sergeant. There'll be no problem of any sort whatsoever. You know I had that course in business administration.
I know. Get started. Get busy. Come on, Hank. You don't want to miss your plane.
That Hummel seems pretty sure of himself.
Well, he's not as big a knucklehead as Pyle. Oh, he would have been the perfect one to come in here and prove once and for all that...
Hey, Sergeant, I've been looking all over for you.
Hey, Pyle, aren't you supposed...
Get going, Pyle. You miss your bus.
I thought it all over, and I just can't leave with you depending on me. So if you want me to take that supply job, I'm just gonna do it.
Huh?
I know you're just trying to be nice, ordering me to go on leave, but I can't leave you in the lurch, so I'll do it. Well, that's all I wanted to tell you. I'll see you later.
That's what we call dirty pool, Vince. Shame. You started to worry. Maybe it takes a guy with half a brain so you switch guys on me. What's this, Hummel, a college boy?
Well, can I help
You know
him?
what? You want Hummel in there? Put Hummel in there. I don't care if you go in there, work yourself. Because, like you said, any knucklehead can do it.
And I still say it. And you want to know something? I'm going to put Pyle in there to prove it once and for all. Yeah, any knucklehead can do it. I say it again. Right, Pyle it is. Yeah.
Good.
All right, knock it off. You get one. Shut up. Come on, Pyle, open up. Can't keep him out there all day. What are you doing anyway?
What am I gonna do, Sergeant? I was just trying to neaten up a little bit.
Pyle, you've been in here 6 days. Is this the best you can do?
Just looky here, Sergeant. I had no idea when I started this job it'd be so complicated. There's all these itsy-bitsy items. There must be hundreds and hundreds and thousands, and I don't know where...
Pyle, get a hold of yourself. Now, look, Pyle, you're an intelligent man. You really are. There's nothing about this little job you can't handle. Well, gosh, it's just like playing store now, isn't it? And that's not hard, is it? Then see if you can get this mess straightened out before Sergeant Singer comes back tomorrow, okay?
Right, Sergeant. I just wished he's back today. Well, there's all these itsy-bitsy items. There must be hundreds and hundreds and thousands and thousands.
Well, he's not. Now, get this place going and now. You understand now? Open that door and let those men in. All right. Knock line. Knock off the chatter. You get taken care of. Him first.
5 shelter halves.
Check. Shelter hives right away. 5 shelter hives. Shelter hives. Shelter hives. You did say shelter hives, didn't you? You wouldn't want to come back tomorrow when Sergeant Singer's here.
Pyle! I need him now. I'm already late. We're going out on bivouac.
Hey, come on.
I gotta have some sea rations, too. I need sea rations.
Come on.
So hey, what about my sea? I need some sea rations.
Well, knock it off. You'll get your sea rations. Goodbye, Sergeant Carter.
Oh, Vince.
Knock it off. Yeah?
This is Surplus Baggage Singer calling.
What do you want, Singer?
Oh, nothing. Just wanted to know how your boy was getting along. Hey, what are you doing there, Vince? Helping out?
No, I ain't helping out. And everything's fine. Just fine.
Hey, if that's Sergeant Singer, would you ask him where in mercy he keeps them shelter hives? And I can't find hide and hair of them helmet liners. And where do you send the laundry to?
Hey, what is it, Vince? No trouble, is there? What's going on?
No, there ain't any trouble. Why should there be any trouble? Nobody even knows you're missing. What is it now?
There's a fella here about some basketball uniforms. I never heard nothing about that.
Uniforms? For basketball?
6 teams, 10 on each, 60 uniforms. Ask Sergeant Singer where they're at.
Can't you look someplace?
Hey, Carter, this is long distance. It's costing me dough. Yeah, but then I guess I could afford it since I'm getting you a paycheck.
Don't be so sure. You ain't back yet.
Hey, Vince, you getting squared away with those basketball uniforms, those 60 uniforms?
Well, as a matter of fact, I was...
6 teams, 10 uniforms, shirts, sneakers, jackets, all in different cartons. Oh, I meant to tell you about it. It was just a routine thing.
Yeah, routine.
I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Oh, and a baby says goo-goo to you.
Dead. I'm dead.
Did he tell you where the uniforms are at?
You find them, Pyle. That's your job.
But, Sergeant...
That's an order.
Sergeant...
Pyle? You here, Pyle?
Be right with you.
List of stuff being delivered here in the morning.
More stuff?
Hey, did you happen to run across those uniforms yet?
Tell you the truth, I can't hardly find nothing around here. Sure good thing Sergeant Singer's coming back tomorrow.
It may be good for you, but not for Carter.
Why's that?
Because your dear old sergeant is about to get clobbered, but good.
What do you mean?
Look, Pyle, for the last 10 years, Carter's been riding Singer, telling him what a soft touch this supply job is here and that anybody could handle it. Well, Singer finally took him up on it, and that's why you're here. Now, you can see what happened.
Shazam! I had no idea.
Carter's not only going to lose the month's pay, you bet, but Singer's going to ride him about this from now on.
He counted on me, and I let him down.
You sure did, buddy boy.
If Sergeant Carter depended on me, then I just got to deliver for him.
Yeah, how?
Well, I got all night to straighten things. I could fix the place up, couldn't I?
Maybe. They fixed Berlin.
Well, what do you say, huh? Come on, Hank. This is just the first time. Have a harder. Give me 3 out of 5, huh? 3 out of 5.
Hey, that bad, huh? Oh, now, ain't that awful?
I can't believe it. Well, I'll be.
Sergeant Singer, welcome back. Place looks pretty good, don't it? Of course, it ain't the same as it was. I moved some of the stuff around so as I could find it easier. Put in my own system.
Your own system?
You made up a system?
Uh-huh. I divided the whole room into 3 parts. Animal, vegetable, mineral. Now, that part back there in the back, leather stuff like that, that's animal. Then the stuff that's made out of cotton and wood and the like, that's vegetable. Then all the rest is mineral, all the metal things.
And all you got to do is play animal, vegetable, or mineral?
It won't work.
Blanket, poncho, and a bayonet.
Right. Blanket, animal, poncho, vegetable, bayonet, mineral.
It won't work, huh? That's beautiful, beautiful. I knew you'd do it, Pyle. Good boy. You satisfied now, Sergeant Singer? Huh? Animal, vegetable, or mineral? Hiya, Hank. How's my pigeon?
Hey, come on, let's get the game started. It's been a long time. What's this?
Our bet, that's the check I owe you.
Well, you don't have to pay me now. The day ain't over yet. You got until midnight. The deal of cards, boy. Boy, Hank, I've been waiting 10 years to prove this point.
Hey, how did everything go at home, Hank?
Oh, fine, fine.
Hey, baby, okay?
Yeah. You want to know something? That trip was a blessing in disguise.
Huh?
I mean, I found out something, you know, it's good to know. I don't have to feel like I'm walking out on a job. I can start thinking about retirement.
What are you talking about?
My daughter has a spare room over the garage. I could be a big help to them. Help them on babysitting, things like that.
How can you go from being a Marine one day to a babysitter the next?
Why not?
You mean you'd really quit the Marines?
Oh, yeah. And you know, I have to thank for it you, Vince. Oh, no kidding. You did me a great favor.
You never said anything before about quitting.
Yeah. What kind of talk is this?
Oh, why not? It makes sense.
But you got a job to do here.
Oh, you guys can find another man for the card game?
Good evening, Sergeants. Just came by to pass out them basketball uniforms to the fellers. No need for you to get up. It'll all run smooth as silk. No need for you at all.
Yeah, get out of here.
It'll all run smooth as silk.
Go on, get out.
It's too late, Hank.
You guys mind if we don't play tonight? I'm kind of beat.
Yeah, sure. Anything you say.
Sergeant, are sneakers made out of cotton? Does that make them vegetable? Or them leather patches on the sides, that make them animal? I know they ain't mineral, but I've looked all over. Or basketball's plastic or leather? I can't seem to remember. I'm doing the best I can. What am I gonna do?
Hold it, take it easy. Don't do anything. Just don't do anything. All right. Pipe down. All you guys beat it. We gotta restow our gear here. You can dry your uniforms first thing in the morning. Out.
I don't know what happened, Sergeant.
All right, let's get things squared away in here. Carter, Boyle, lend a hand, will you?
Huh? Oh, sure.
All right, Boyle, you start back there. Everything out on the counter.
Wait a minute. Why bother, Hank, if you're leaving the Marines?
Leaving? How am I gonna leave? Are you kidding? I'm stuck here. Where am I gonna find somebody to take over for me? Where? Come on the counter. On the ball, get this place straightened out.
Golly, Sergeant, hardly know what to say. I sure am sorry I let you down.
Yeah.
System just didn't work. It's all my fault. Now life around here's just gonna be miserable for you.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking, so just go ahead and say it.
Pyle.
Yes, sir?
Have a cigar. Wait a minute, Hank. I'll give you a hand.
You see, Pyle, you gotta go by the book. These jury-rigged systems never work. It takes experience.
Hey, Hank. U.S. government check. My whole month's salary endorsed to you.
Nah, it was a silly bet. We never should have made it. Keep the check.
Never. You won it fair and square. It's yours.
No, the bet's off. You take it.
What do you think I am, a welcher? I'd throw it away before I'd take it. Here, Pyle, you tear it up and throw it in the trash. Now, will you take it?
Not me. Well, I gotta go check the warehouse. Oh, look, why don't we forget the whole thing? I'll keep my check. You keep yours. I'll take it out of you at the card game.
You feel that way about it, okay. Now, give me the check, Pyle. The check!
Well, I don't have it, Sergeant.
What's the matter with you? I just gave it to you.
But you just told me to tear it up and throw it in the...
The trash? You threw my salary check in the trash? Well, why do you have to listen to everything I say? What's with you? Can't you get anything you like? Sergeant? Well, come on, help me look for it. Now remember, Boyle, it's Saturday. Them requisitions got to be over at Supply before noon.
Don't worry about a thing, Sarge. Just have yourself a nice, relaxed weekend of fishing. Everything here will be fine.
So long, Sergeant, and I hope you catch one that big.
What are they, on vacation? What's with a ball plant?
Well, they're on liberty, Vince. I guess they'd rather fool around than take off.
Yeah. Well, most important of all, keep your eye on my car every minute. Make sure this idiot doesn't scrape me when he pulls out.
I got it. I'm sorry, Sergeant. I guess I got flung too hard.
You guys dented my hood. I'm gonna dent your skulls.
Don't worry, Sergeant. It's just an old soft tennis ball.
Beat it. What is this, a playground?
Well, we are on liberty, and we...
Then get out of here before I give you something to do. Go on, blow. Now, look. Keep the key in the desk. If the sun gets too hot, move the car over to the other lot where it's shadier. And don't forget to wipe your feet before you get in.
Hey, Sergeant, if you'd like me to, I'll wash your car for you while you're gone.
Are you still here?
Can I wash it, can I?
You don't need washing.
Well, it's bound to get dusty, and I could just take a rag and whoosh over it.
No.
But it'd be no trouble at all. Besides, we're on cleaning detail anyhow, and the
You're
car
on cleaning detail? Why aren't you cleaning the duty hut?
We did.
Do it again.
Well, all right, Sergeant. I hope you have a good time, and I hope you catch a fish that...
Now! Don't forget them requisitions. You gotta fill out the morning report and the furlough papers for Medwin. And don't forget to tell Sergeant Singer.
I've got to get over to Supply. You guys stay with it and grab the phone if it rings.
Right, Corporal.
If you hadn't opened your big mouth, Gomer, we wouldn't be doing this again.
Well, I don't mind, do you? You do a job the second time, and you see how far from perfect it really is. Duty Hut, PFC Gomer Pyle speaking. Hey, Miss Bunny. How are you? No, Sergeant Carter's not here. He's gone off for a wonderful weekend of fishing.
He's gone off fishing? But he can't. He's got all the things I collected for the charity bazaar right in the trunk of his car. He was supposed to deliver them this morning.
Well, Miss Bunny, the car's right here.
But what good is that gonna do me? And after I knocked myself out collecting stuff from every house and store in the neighborhood.
Well, he'll be back Monday, and I'm sure he'll call you first thing.
Yeah? Well, I'm not so sure I'll be here for his call, Monday or the day after.
Now, wait a minute, Miss Bunny. You say the things are in the sergeant's car? Well, he left the key here. I heard him tell Corporal Boyle. Yeah, here it is. And they're supposed to be delivered where? To the corner at 4th and Main. Oh, yeah, I know that building. In the basement, you say.
Oh, if you can do this, I can't tell you what a lifesaver you'll be.
Now, don't you worry, Miss Bunny. All those things will get there right on time. Absolutely. You just leave it to me.
Gomer, what are you going to do?
I'm going to take the sergeant's car and deliver those things to the rummage sale.
Gomer, no.
Well, it's for a good cause to you. And Sergeant Carter did promise Miss Bunny, and she's his best girl, and he wouldn't want her mad at him. I know in a case like this, he'd want me to drive his car.
Drive it, Gomer. He won't even let you wash it. No, Gomer, wait a minute. You're not serious this time. Oh, no, this is the craziest thing you've ever done. You can't be serious. Think, Gomer, think. This is the sergeant's car. You're taking his car in without his permission.
But, Duke, I'm doing it for him. I'm not just taking this car for my own pleasure. Now, stop worrying.
Well, I am worried. This is the way it always starts. Somebody gets into trouble, you've got to help them. Mr. Fix-It. You always got to go around helping
Boy,
people.
you sure got a lot of nice donations, didn't you? Look
Gomer.
at that. Candlesticks and silverware and teapots.
Gomer, listen to me. Please don't do it. Please do not take the car.
You'll see, Duke. When Sergeant Carter gets back and hears about this, he'll shake my hand.
Oh, yeah, he'll shake your hand, all right. He'll shake your hand until it comes off. Gomer, this is dynamite.
I'm all set now. It won't take me but a minute to change my uniform.
Gomer, you're making a mistake taking the car. What if something happens?
Nothing's gonna happen. I'll be there and back before you know it.
Company B, PFC Slater. Oh, hi, Corporal Boyle. Fine. Everything's fine. Oh, you'll be stuck over at Supply a little longer? Yeah, well, there's no problem here. It's been real quiet the last hour or so. Everything quiet and under control. Well, hi, Gome. Huh? Oh, Pyle just walked in. He went over to pick up some polish. Okay. What happened? Did you deliver the stuff?
Well, Duke.
What's that?
It's the car key.
Where's the car?
I couldn't help it, Duke. It was just a little accident.
Accident? Accident? Is that what you said, Gomer? An accident? Tell me about it. Everything.
Well, I don't remember everything. I guess it'll all be in the lawyer's letter.
Lawyer's letter?
That's what the police said.
Police?
Yeah, they were there to keep the crowd back.
Crowd?
There's always a crowd.
Oh. All right. Now start all over. Exactly what happened?
Well, I couldn't get the brakes to work, and I went through a red light.
You did?
It was on the back of a truck. There was hardly any damage to the truck. The car's a mess.
Oh. Where'd it happen?
Well, at the corner where Canyon and Beacon meet.
Canyon and Beacon? Canyon and Beacon don't meet. There's a fence there. Canyon's not a through street.
It is now. But it really wasn't my fault, Duke. I was going down this hill, and I went to put on the brakes, and there wasn't any. And there was this truck there. I just couldn't help it.
Did I tell you? Can you imagine what's going to happen around here Monday morning when Carter gets back? And you're not going to be the only one that's going to catch it. I'm going to get it, too.
Well, why you, Duke?
Why? Because I didn't stop you. I was right here, and I didn't stop you.
But you had nothing to do with it, Duke. It was all my idea.
Gomer, that won't be good enough for the Sarge. He'll want to know why I didn't take a rifle and stop you, or why I didn't throw myself under the wheels of the car. Oh, Monday's going to be a great day, all right. I can just hear the sergeant. He's going to come out and... Wait a minute. Monday, the Sarge is not due back till Monday. We still have a chance if we can get the car fixed before then. Where is it?
Well, the tow truck took it to the garage.
All right. Get over there and tell them to work day and night if they have to, but that car's got to be fixed right away. Now, look. Go tell them at the garage to fix it and get it back here real early Monday. With any luck, Carter may never know a thing. And give me that key. Now, come on, get going.
While inside? What's the matter with you?
Nothing, Sarge. Nothing at all. Corporal Boyle's over at Supply. What are you doing back, Sarge?
I remembered something I had to do.
But you're definitely leaving, right?
Yeah, I'm leaving. What are you so anxious for, Slater?
Anxious? Me? Oh, I'm not anxious. I just hate to see you get a late start on your weekend, that's all.
Well, forget about it. Who moved my car?
What car?
The car parked in the lot, Charterhead. What car? My car.
Isn't it there?
If it was there, would I be asking you, where is it?
Well, no need to get upset, Sarge. It'll turn up. Whoever took it's bound to bring it back.
What do you mean, took it?
Well, maybe you mislaid it.
Mislaid? A car?
It happens.
The car was definitely there. You saw it.
Well, maybe somebody took it by mistake. Yeah, that's it, an honest mistake. It's possible. You know cars, they all look alike.
Just get over to the barracks and see if anyone there's seen it. Go on. Come on, move.
Vince, what are you doing back?
You moved my car?
No, I just put the keys in the desk. Why, anything wrong?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I almost drove off and forgot I got a whole trunk full of stuff to deliver some charity bazaar for Bunny. Boy, she'd really have me in my head if I'd have gone off and forgotten it. You say you left the key in the desk?
Top drawer. I put it there right after you left.
Still here.
Now, what's up?
My car's gone.
Your car's gone and the key's still here?
You didn't move it. The key's here. Then why would my car be... It's stolen.
Stolen?
Sure. Yeah. If you were a crook and came on the base, which car would you take, huh? Persky's, Denov's? No, you'd steal the best one, mine. It all adds up. The crook jumped the wires and just took off. And with all that stuff of Bunny's in the trunk.
What are you doing?
You'll see. Give me the police.
Look, Vince, don't you think you ought to wait a little
For
bit?
what? Give the crook more time to get away? This way they may nab him before he gets out of town. Let the police get right on it. Hello, police? I want to report a stolen car.
Yeah. Oh, you did it. Yeah, you really did it. Boy, how come you didn't get hurt? Boy, you bang up a car like this and you usually don't walk away from it.
Well, I don't understand it. I just don't understand what happened to the brakes.
Are you sure you're okay? Maybe you got a concussion. You sound like you got a concussion.
No, I'm all right, but what about the car?
Oh, boy, you did it. You really did it.
But it was just an ordinary collision.
Maybe for you ordinary, but for us, it ain't every day we have to fish knives and forks out of a transmission.
I was delivering some silverware.
Oh, boy, you did it. Look at here. Look. There, it was hanging by a thread. We'll have to have a new one.
Oh, my.
See, this will take about 4 or 5 days.
But I've got to have it back no later than Monday morning. It's a matter of life or death.
Look, kid, you have any idea how much labor goes into a job like this? Take a guess how many guys are going to be working on this car.
Well,
No, go ahead. Take a guess.
But I...
And it's Saturday. The parts places are all closed.
Well, what am I going to do? Monday's my deadline.
You too? Here's a deadline. There's a deadline. Everybody's got a deadline. Do you know how many cars I got piled up with a deadline? Take a guess how many cars I got piled up with deadlines.
Well,
No, go ahead. Take a guess.
I don't know, and I wouldn't ask you to do this unless it was an emergency, but I've just got to have that car back. It's very important. Please, sir.
Well, seeing as you're a serviceman and all, and if I put a full crew on and ask the others to do it as a special favor, okay, kid, you'll have it.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
That's going to take a little bit of doing,
Hey,
but...
Charlie.
Oh, hi, Fred. What's cooking?
Got a report on a stolen car. We're checking all the garages in case they try to get a quick paint job.
That's all right. Go ahead. That's more important. Stolen car.
Yeah, it belongs to a Marine, too.
Right. Shame.
Well, kid, we'll get to work on this right away. Here's my car. Better take a few.
Relax, Vince.
Relax. I'll relax when I get my car back. I don't understand you, Boyle. I asked you to watch my car, didn't I?
I couldn't watch it every second, Vince. I had work to do.
Well? Well?
No trace of it, Sarge.
Did you check the front gate?
Well, no,
I can't trust you to do anything, Slater. Boyle, do me a favor, will you?
Sure thing, Vince.
Oh.
Sarge, I don't think it was stolen. Why don't you just forget about it and go on your fishing trip? And I'm sure it'll be back no later than Monday morning, just like it was when you left it.
You'll forgive me if I don't share your confidence. Forget about it, he says. It was right out there where everybody could see it. Get that, will you?
Company B, PFC Slater. That's right. What? You found the car? That's impossible.
They found it? Where? The boy, those police sure work fast.
You told the police, Sarge?
Naturally, I told the police. Who do you think you're talking to?
Is this the police? You say you caught the guy who did it?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, Sarge is here. Tell him what?
What? Tell me what?
The suspect says he was just borrowing the car.
Tell him it's a likely story.
He says it's a likely story. Now they want to know if you're sure it was stolen.
What else? Of course it was stolen. Positively and definitely.
He says maybe.
Give me that. Hello, this is Sergeant Carter. Yeah? Good. I'll be right down to press charges. I want whoever's responsible for this behind bars. Right.
Sarge, can I go with you?
Sure, come on. Watch a creep get the book thrown at him.
Sarge?
Huh?
Why don't you sit down over there? You're kind of upset. I'll go check and find out if there's
I'll do my own check. I'm not upset. I just want to get my hands on the guy who took my car. Now, where do we find out where they're holding it? Officer.
For the 100th time, we haven't done anything wrong. This is ridiculous.
Lady, let me see if I follow you. These were in a car that don't belong to you. He took the car and it don't belong to him. Now, this stuff came from every house and store in town, but nothing was stolen.
Now you've got it.
These are donations for a charity bazaar, and he borrowed the car to deliver them.
Duke. Boy, am I glad to see you.
Bunny, what are you doing here?
They're holding us. They think we stole the car.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
Oh, boy, what a mess. I gotta get you out of here, and fast.
Sergeant, he can explain it all to you.
How did you get in here? And how can you explain it all?
You can let these people go, officer. It's all a mix-up. The car wasn't stolen at all.
Oh, the car wasn't stolen?
No, I just let him borrow it.
See, I told you, Sergeant.
Oh, then you're the owner of the car, huh?
Oh, not exactly. I just let him have the key.
You don't own the car, but you had the key, and you let him borrow it.
Right.
And the car wasn't stolen?
No.
Then why did the owner, Sergeant Carter, report it?
Carter? He reported it stolen?
Yeah.
I'll kill him.
Where I find Sergeant Welby? Slater, what did you... Pyle, Bunny, how...
Don't you speak to me.
What did I do? What? What's going on here?
Look, Sergeant, there seems to be a little confusion about this car of yours. Now, let's clear it up. Was the car stolen or wasn't it?
Of course it was stolen. And before we go any further, I have a request. I'd like 2 minutes alone with a thief. Where is he?
Right there.
Huh?
Hey, Sergeant.
Pyle? He took it?
Yeah. Now, sign this form pressing charges.
Pressing charges? Oh, no, I don't want him in jail. I'm not going to let him off that easy. When I get my hands on...
You be quiet and listen.
Huh?
He didn't steal anything. He was doing you a favor.
Miss Bunny called and told me how you were supposed to deliver all these things over to her place.
He was doing your job. He was afraid I'd be angry with you. This whole thing would never have happened if you'd have delivered those things like you promised.
Well, you can't blame me for being upset. It's my car. You had no right taking it without my permission.
Oh, you don't appreciate anything that's done for you.
I don't appreciate. What do you mean I don't?
If you
Wait a minute! Are you gonna press charges or aren't you?
Well, I guess not. After all, there was no harm really done.
No. Have you seen your car yet?
No, why?
Now, Gomer,
What
why
happened
don't you
to my-
grab a bag here? We better hurry, Sarge. You're going to be late.
Where's my
Here, let me
car?
have this. Come on.
Where's my
Let's
car?
go, you guys. Come on, Bunny.
Where's
Come on, Sarge.
Where's my car?
Everybody ready to go? Okay.
It was nice meeting you.
My car.
Taxi!
Where's my car?
Taxi!
What are you calling a taxi for? Where's my car?
Oh, why am I calling a taxi? Well, your car's over police lockup, Sarge, and with all that red tape, it'll take hours before you can get it out, and I don't want you to be late meeting Kowalski.
And you know what else? You owe us all an apology, especially Gomer.
An apology?
Yeah, for getting us into this mess by calling the police.
My car was missing. What would you do? Okay, so I know my car is all right and everything's fine.
Some apology.
Well, all's well that ends well, right, Sergeant? Oh, Pyle. Hey there. Hey, Duke, it's the mechanic.
What mechanic?
Pyle, I was in the station to find out if it's okay to go ahead and fix the car.
Fix the car? What car you fixing?
Let's go, Sarge. We're going to be late.
Wait a minute. What car?
It's no use, Duke. We should have told the sergeant the truth in the first place. There was a little accident, Sergeant, and that's the reason that your car's not here.
An accident? My car?
We wanted to get it fixed up good as new before you got back.
How much is the damage?
Guess. Take a little guess how much.
Look,
No, go ahead. Guess.
A new fender? Headlights? Bumper? Radiator? Windshield?
I couldn't help it, Sergeant. The brakes give out.
Well, there was a leak in the hydraulic system. The fitting fell off, and it went just like that. You know, it's a good thing he was going slow. If somebody was speeding in that car, could have been bad. Could have got killed. So considering everything, I think you got off pretty easy. It'll all come to about $350. You got insurance?
Yeah, I got insurance. How about you, Pyle? You got insurance?
Well, I don't have a car.
I mean life insurance. Because when I get through with you, you're going to be in worse shape than the car. I'm going to take you...
Vance! Didn't you hear what the man said? If you'd have been driving, you could have gotten killed.
Did you hear how much it's going to cost?
Did you hear what else he said? Killed, Vince. Killed.
$350.
Killed. Gomer saved your life. On top of trying to do you a favor, he saved your life.
Well, what are we standing around for? I got a 3 o'clock date with Kowalski. Come on, let's get going.
Huh? Guess how long it's going to take to fix your car, Sergeant? Go ahead, take a guess. Go on, take a guess.
Hi, Boyle.
Hey, hi, Vince. Hey, how'd the weekend go?
Great, great. My car been delivered yet?
Pyle went to pick it up an hour ago.
Pyle? I thought the mechanic was going to bring it back.
Well, he phoned. He was shorthanded this morning, so Pyle went to pick it up. He should be back any minute.
Oh.
So, you had a good time in spite of everything, huh?
Yeah, the two of us went way up. Trash cans fell off the truck. It's Pyle. He's back.
Well, there she is, Sergeant. Good as new.
Yeah, good as new.
I'm sorry it took me so long, but I drove real slow and real careful like. I hope you wasn't worried.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, Pyle. I was a little. I always get a little nervous when somebody else is driving my car. Come on, get out, Pyle. Let me park.
Oh, I can park it.
No, Pyle. You better let me. Nobody can handle this baby like I can. Yes, sir.
Let's leave him alone.
Lovely, isn't it?
Sure is. $70, huh?
Yes. And that includes the tax.
Well, okay. But I'll have to come back for it. I don't have all the money with me right now.
All right.
Don't worry, I won't be long.
$70? That's a pretty expensive present.
Look, I've known Bunny a lot of years. I can't be chintzy on her birthday. Besides, I got a lot of class, Boyle. And a lot of pride.
And no money.
Don't worry. I'll get it.
Easier said than done.
As long as I got buddies, I can always borrow. All I gotta do is... Hey, here comes Haskell. I bet you'll come up with what I need. Hiya, Haskell, old buddy.
Not a penny, Vince, not a penny.
Who needs him? I got lots of friends on this base, boy, lots of friends. What kind of friend are you? Look, Slatney, last month when you needed $20, I gave it to you just like that. No questions asked, no strings attached. I gave it to you out of the goodness of my heart. And now when I... Huh? Same to you, fella.
Look, if you're so desperate for money, why don't you dig into your savings account?
What savings account?
You mean to tell me that after all these years you don't have something put away?
Yeah, I got a lot of expenses, Boyle. Like taking care of my mother, paying off a mortgage. Just last month I bought her a new septic tank. Yeah, Pyle, what do you want?
Excuse me, Sergeant. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you assigned me the extra cleaning duty, remember?
Oh, okay, get on it. Hey, we still haven't tried Hacker.
Hacker? You're kidding.
Give me Sergeant Hacker. He's in the mess hall. I know we don't get along, but I can handle him. All it takes is a little smooth talk. Charlie? Vince? How are things down at the mess hall, buddy? Hello?
Strike 3 and you're out.
This watch is something I gotta get for Bunny. It's the perfect birthday present.
Excuse me, Sergeant. Did you say it was Miss Bunny's birthday?
Yeah, today.
Well, ain't that nice? Be sure and wish her many happy returns of the day for me.
Yeah.
Look, Sarge, if you don't have the money to buy her a watch, why don't you give her some flowers or something? It's really the thought that counts.
No, Boyle. With me, it's first class or nothing.
Sergeant Carter?
Pyle, I thought you were supposed to be cleaning up.
I'm sorry, Sergeant, but I couldn't help overhearing you. Did you say you don't have any money to buy Miss Bunny a birthday present?
Yeah, but it doesn't concern you.
Well, I can lend you what you need.
Pyle, what's the matter with you? You've been in the Marine Corps long enough to know that a non-com can't borrow money from anybody of a lower rank. I could be court-martialed.
That's right, I forgot. It's a shame, though, because I got some money I could lend you.
Yeah, well, forget it.
I could go over right now and get it out of my savings.
I said forget it.
Yes, sir. I've even got some cash on me this minute. It ain't much, but it might help out.
Pyle.
I know it's against regulations. Sergeant, what if I was to accidentally leave the money on your desk and you was to accidentally find it?
Pyle, stop it.
Yes, sir.
How much money are you talking about? No, forget it.
Well, I guess you just have to forget about the watch.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, I can understand what happens when you pick up a paper and read about one of them crimes of passion. A guy can get so desperate for something that all of a sudden something in his brain snaps and pow! You can't get what you want one way, so you try another. You know what you're doing is wrong, but you do it anyway.
Ah!
Why, you're supposed to be working.
Terrible.
Oh, hello, Sergeant.
Hi. I'm back, just like I said.
Good.
I'm afraid I wasn't able to come up with a whole $70.
Oh, that's all right. You can purchase this on our layaway plan. $14 down, you got 6 months to pay off the balance.
Well, I got a counter offer. How about nothing down?
Come on now, Sergeant.
Just until payday, and then I'll give you the whole thing. No 6 months to pay.
Well, we have to have some sort of down payment as a binder. Even $1 would do it.
You mean for $1 down, I can take it with me?
Well, no, but we'd put it aside for you.
But I gotta have it tonight. I'll pay you the whole thing in a few days. Come on. It's my girlfriend's birthday.
Well...
Please?
Well, it's highly irregular, Sergeant, and I shouldn't be doing this.
Ah, you're a peach. That's $1, huh?
Uh-huh.
Can you lend me 7 cents?
Sergeant, if you'll just sign this payment receipt and fill in your outfit and commanding officer's name.
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I gift wrap this for you?
Huh? Oh, no. I'll take it just like it is. I'm gonna give it to my girlfriend during dinner tonight. I'm gonna hide it in her salad, romantic-like.
That sounds very nice.
I mean, you did say that's a stainless steel case, didn't you? Roquefort dressing won't corrode it or anything.
Oh, no. No, I think it'll be just fine.
No, fine ain't the word for it. It's gonna be beautiful, just beautiful. And thanks a million. Company B, Sergeant Carter. Oh, yes, sir, Major. The supply requisitions? Yes, sir. I'll bring them right over.
Sorry, Sergeant, but I gotta do this for your own good.
Thank you.
Company B, Sergeant Carter.
Sergeant Carter, this is Miss Johnson down at the PX. I sold you a watch this morning.
Oh, yes, ma'am. What can I do for you?
Well, apparently you were so excited about your girl's birthday, you walked away without your watch.
Huh? I did what?
That's right, Sergeant. You must have left it on the counter.
But that can't be. Are you sure? Are you sure it's a little square one with a gold band?
Uh-huh, and the inset diamonds. I'm sure it's your watch, Sergeant. It's the only one we have like it.
Just a minute. Wait just a minute. Miss Johnson, that's my watch, all right.
Well, don't worry about it, Sergeant. I'll hold it for you.
Yes, ma'am. You do that. I'll be right down.
Again.
Good morning, Private. May I help you?
No, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I was just looking. Thank you anyways. Sergeant Carter? Corporal Ball?
Company B, Sergeant Carter. Oh, hi, Bunny. What? Well, like I said, 7 o'clock. Is that okay? No hints. You're gonna have to wait till dinner to find out. And tonight we're gonna celebrate in style. We ain't gonna drink no birthday toast with just beer. Tonight we're going all the way. A bottle of Muscatel. Okay. See you later, baby doll. Bye. Bunny's just dying to know what the present is. Wait till you see it, boy. It'll knock your eyes out. It's got real diamonds on the face. Okay, boy, what is this? Some kind of gag or something?
What are you talking about? I just came in, remember?
Oh, yeah. Boy, if this don't beat everything, it's gone. Just like that, just like it had legs. How many be, Sergeant Carter?
Hello, Sergeant. You did it again. Your watch. I found it right where you left it.
But that's impossible. Are you sure? Maybe some new ones came in when you were out.
Look, Sergeant, I don't know if you're playing games with me, but this is definitely the watch I sold you. We won't have another one in like it for a month.
Well, how about that?
Then I take it you do want the watch after all.
Oh, yeah. You kidding? I'll be right down. And this time I'll guard it with my life. Bye. Boyle, look at me. Do I look normal to you? Not just my face, but the way I've been acting, the way I've been talking?
What's going on, Sarge?
No, I'll tell you later. Right now I'm going to get the watch. I'll be right back.
Company B, Corporal Boyle. Oh, yes, sir, he's here. It's a chaplain. He wants to talk to you.
The chaplain? I wonder what he wants. Yes, sir, Chaplain. This is Sergeant Carter.
Sergeant Carter, how are you? Well, good. Look, I wonder if you could do me a rather big favor.
Well, sure, Chaplain, if I can. Of course, you understand I spend most of my Sundays off the base.
You can relax, Sergeant. For once, it has nothing to do with trying to get you to attend one of my services.
Oh.
Actually, I'd like to see you in my office right away, if you can arrange it. Something's come up, and I'd like to talk to you about it.
Yes, sir. See you in about 5 minutes, sir? Fine, sir. See you then.
What does he want?
Who knows? One of our ugly ducklings got himself a little problem, I guess, and the chaplain just wants to see the mother hen.
You want me to pick up that watch for you?
Oh, no. As soon as I'm through with the chaplain, I'll get it myself.
Hey, Sarge, maybe while you're with the chaplain, he can take the curse off the watch.
You're sure now that you saw him taking it?
I'm just sick about Sergeant Carter carrying on like this.
You're absolutely certain now. You're sure that it wasn't someone else who took the watch?
Oh, no, sir. It was him, all right. I seen him just as clear as day both times. And each time I seen him, all I could say was, holy cow. I mean, just plain cow, sir.
It's hard to believe that he'd actually stoop to... Well, you and I know that Sergeant Carter is no thief.
Of course he ain't. Something must be driving him. I heard him say how desperate he was.
Well, I have no reason to doubt you, Gomer. I've never known you to lie.
And I sure never would when it comes to Sergeant Carter. I only want to help him.
Very well. Just leave it to me.
Sir, if you don't mind a suggestion, a little inspiration from the good book always goes a long way in cases like this.
Thank you.
You might try chapter 5 of Matthew, verse 13. You are the salt of the earth. But if salt loses its strength, how can it be made salt again?
Yes, well, thanks for the suggestion.
Or maybe chapter 6 of Matthew. The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eye is sound, then your whole body will be light. But if your eye is unsound, then your body will be dark.
Yes, well, I know that one also.
Well, that sure ought to ring a bell with Sergeant Carter, seeing as how he got in this whole mess when his eye fell on that watch.
Thank you. Well, I think you can rest assured that I'll find the right words when the time comes.
Another real good one is Luke chapter 8, verse 17. Nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest.
Yes.
Or John chapter 8, verse 32. The truth shall make you free.
Thank you.
You know what would really be good? Revelation 6.
Now, as you're well aware, man is an imperfect animal. And because he's imperfect, he must be constantly on guard against being tempted down the wrong path. Do you understand what I'm getting at, Sergeant?
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir.
Under certain stress and tension, we're apt to do things which normally we'd never do at all. Of course, that doesn't mean we're beyond redemption.
Oh, of course not, sir.
A person who is basically good can be sure that the people around him, the people who admire and respect him, will forgive and forget.
You mean you want to make a withdrawal?
Yes, ma'am.
Private Gomer Pyle. I don't mean to be prying, but what is this for?
Ma'am?
Well, you know we hate to have any of our boys withdraw a single dime unless they have a very good reason. You know what they say about a penny saved.
Yes, ma'am, I know, but this is important. I need it for a friend who's in real trouble.
I see. Well, that's very loyal. However, I do feel that it's my duty to tell you that you're going to lose a whole lot of interest.
Please, ma'am, I'm in a real big rush.
It's certainly your decision. 20, 40, 60, 70. Are you sure you wouldn't like to discuss this matter with Mr. Glick, our branch manager?
As the good book says, you are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its strength, how can it be made salt again?
Well, I see you're back again.
Yes, ma'am, and I know just what I want.
Well, good.
That lady's watch right there. The square one with the little diamonds in it.
Oh, yes, that's a lovely watch. You're going to make somebody very happy with this.
Well, I sure hope so. And here's your $70, ma'am. You don't even have to wrap it. I'll take it just like it is. And thank you, ma'am.
Or Luke, chapter 8. Nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest.
You're right, sir.
You do see the wisdom.
Oh, sure. It's as clear as a bell. Is that all, sir?
Yes, I think so. Well, I'm certainly glad we didn't have to get into the specifics of this little matter.
Oh, me too, sir.
Thank you for coming by, Sergeant.
Oh, well, it was all my pleasure, sir. And thank you for calling me. What was that all about?
Yes, Sergeant, may I help you?
Well, I'm not sure. Is Miss Johnson here?
No, I'm sorry. She went to lunch.
Oh. Well, she must have put it aside for me.
Put what aside?
A watch for a Sergeant Carter? That's me. I bought it this morning.
No, I don't think so. At least Miss Johnson didn't mention it to me.
But she called me. She distinctly said it was here. I left it on the counter.
I'm sorry. I know there's nothing in the back. Unless maybe it's in the case here.
No, never mind. Never mind. Just forget it. Forget it. I know she called me. It was a second time she called me. I brought the watch back here and I put it in a drawer. Then the major calls me, so I went over to the major's office. I came back here and Miss Johnson called. She
Something
said
wrong?
Huh? Oh, never mind. Just tell me where the aspirin.
In your top drawer, I think.
Okay, now leave me in peace. Just leave me in peace. What is this?
A watch.
Are you sure? I mean, I'm not just seeing things. It does have two little hands and goes tick-tock, tick-tock. How about feet? Maybe it has teeny little feet, too, so it can keep finding its way back from the PX.
Company B, Corporal Boyle. Oh, yes, ma'am. Just a second, please. It's Miss Johnson again over at the PX. 10 to 1 she's calling. I tell you that you called before by mistake. It was someone else's watch all the time.
I'd sure like to think so. This is Sergeant Carter speaking.
Oh, Sergeant, I'm so sorry about what happened.
Oh, yeah? Well, we all make mistakes.
Well, it was all my fault.
Oh, well, you don't have to apologize.
Well, you see, when I went to lunch, I forgot completely about putting your watch aside for you.
My watch?
Yes. I just found out that Mrs. Healy, she's our other sales clerk, sold it to someone else while I was gone. Well, you can't imagine how badly I felt when I came back and she told me that a Sergeant Carter was in asking about his watch.
My watch? She sold my watch to somebody else?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Sergeant. You just don't know how I feel, especially since there's no possible way of getting it back. Naturally, we'll We'll return your deposit.
Miss Johnson, listen to me. Stay right where you are. I'll be right there.
No.
I'm going over to the PX and get this whole thing straightened out before somebody comes here and throws a net over. Not now, Pyle, not now.
Where's Sergeant Carter going in such a hurry?
To the PX.
The PX with the watch?
Yeah. What do you know about it?
Well, he don't have to. Sergeant Carter. Sergeant Carter.
Pyle, what do you want?
Well, Sergeant, I wasn't going to say anything, but now I guess I'm going to have to. You don't have to return that watch.
Huh?
I'm glad you was going to. Am I ever glad? But you don't have to return it now on account it's paid for.
What are you talking about?
It's paid for and my heart is light, and that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, no, it ain't. You're going to say a lot more, Pyle. A lot more.
Please don't make me say any more, Sergeant.
You won't have to. Maybe the lady can tell me. Ma'am, have you ever seen this guy before?
That's him. That's the one I sold the watch to.
I knew it. I knew it had to be something crazy. Why, Pyle? Why? Why did you come in here and buy this watch, huh?
Well, Sergeant, I really don't know how to say this.
Pyle!
Well, I knew how desperate you was, and I just didn't want to see you get into any trouble.
Huh?
That's right. I just couldn't stand idly by and watch you. I just couldn't stand idly by and watch you steal it.
What?
The watch, Sergeant. You didn't see me, but this morning, I saw you when you put it in your pocket. And, well, that's the reason that I took it out of your drawer and I snuck it back on the counter like this.
Pyle. Pyle.
I know, Sergeant. I know what you're going to say. I had no right spying on you like that. But, well, I did it for your own sake. I really did. I knew you'd thank me for it later. You know, it's like it says in the good book. You are the salt of the earth. That's Matthew chapter 5.
Salt of the earth. The chaplain. You're the one that had the chaplain call me?
Well, I didn't have anybody else I could turn to, Sergeant. You're not angry with me, are you?
Pyle, you knucklehead. I didn't steal that watch. I bought it. You hear? I bought it.
You did? Well, glory be. Now my heart's lighter than ever. Why, Sergeant, I should have known that you never would have done anything like that. Ladies, I just can't tell you how happy I feel right this minute, because you know who just walked out that door? The salt of the earth. I don't know why I'd ever think you would.
Where's the watch?
I'm really sorry, Sergeant. I should have known you never would take anything that didn't belong to you.
Pyle, from now on, do me a favor, will you? Don't do me any more favors.
I don't blame you for being mad.
I'm not mad. I'm just a little surprised at you. Would I ever steal anything, Pyle? Would I? Well, anyway, forget it. All I want to do right now is get this watch over to Bunny's before anything else happens.
You sure you got it now?
Oh, don't worry. I got it. There.
Where did you get two watches?
I don't know. I must have picked this one up when I went back for Bunny's. I'd better get it back right away. Don't tell the chaplain. Whatever you do, don't tell the chaplain.
And then, to top everything off, the klutz drops his rifle right on the captain's foot. Right on his foot.
No kidding. What did you say to him?
I didn't have to say anything. The captain said it all for me.
Sometimes you wonder where they come from, huh? Where do they come from?
Oh, yeah, we sure get them, don't we?
Yeah, like that prize I got, Pyle. PFC Gomer Pyle. When it comes to hopeless cases, he's the king.
And you've had him since boot camp, right?
I've had him up to here since boot camp.
Well, sure. That's why Vince is getting prematurely gray.
You want to hear some knucklehead Pyle stories? You got a few days?
Hey, Vince, speak of the devil.
You see? Wait, I'm about to add to that collection. Pyle, you knucklehead, what's the matter with you? Don't you know the NCO club's off limits to privates? What are you doing here anyway?
Yes, sir, and I hate to disturb you, but I got an important question to ask you, Sergeant.
Pyle, for your sake, it better be important. In fact, it better be close to an emergency.
Well, I don't know where it's an emergency or not, But here it is anyhow. Would it be all right if...
Get over here. Now, what is it?
Well, would it be all right just for tonight if me and Private Slater switched bunks?
Huh?
You see, Private Slater's got this special guard duty, 2 hours on and 2 hours off. Well, you see, he's got this upper bunk, and I got the lower bunk. Well, it'd be a whole lot more convenient for him during his 2 hours off if he just slipped into the lower bunk instead of climbing into the upper bunk.
You came over here to ask me that? That was the important question?
Well, in case you come looking for me later on and looked in the lower bunk and I wasn't there, not knowing that I was sleeping in the upper bunk, which is Duke's, and my bunk is the lower bunk, but just for tonight, the upper
Pyle,
bunk...
will you get out of here? Just get out of here. Sleep up, sleep down. I don't care if you sleep on top of a flagpole. Just get out of here and don't ask any more stupid questions. Out, 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 out! You won't believe this. You just won't believe it.
What, Vince?
You know what that knucklehead came over here to ask me? Not bad, Slater. Pyle, what is it? What's that smell?
Well, this, it's a sachet, a balsam sachet made out of real balsam pine.
A sachet?
Uh-huh. It's real good for clearing up head miseries whenever you get a cold. All you do is take a deep sniff and...
Knock it off! Pyle, a sachet is not regulation. A sachet has never been regulation. Therefore, you do not now, nor will you ever have a good reason to have a balsam sachet in your footlocker. You understand?
Yes, sir.
What's this doing there?
That? Well, that's a good luck troll.
Troll? A good luck troll?
Yes, sir. That's supposed to keep you from getting that cold that the balsam sachet is supposed to clear up.
Pyle, what are you, a Marine or a medicine man? This isn't a footlocker. It's a traveling salesman's sample case. Now, you get rid of all this junk, you hear me? I want it all out. Everything I see and smell and everything I can't see and smell. I want everything. That is not regulation. Wait a minute. Where's your rifle?
My rifle?
Yeah, your rifle. That long metal thing with a wooden handle. The thing you eat, sleep, and breathe with. The thing you're not supposed to let out of your sight for 1 second. Your rifle.
Oh, I know that, Sergeant.
Well, where is it? Where is it?
Well, I loaned it to Private O'Neill over in Company A.
You loaned it? You loaned your rifle? Pyle, do you realize you could be thrown out of the Corps for this?
Well, it was just for an hour until he got his back from ordnance. You see, he got this special honor guard duty.
I don't care if he's got a pipeline to heaven. Pyle, that is your rifle, and you better get it back right now, this minute, or I'll have you court-martialed for sure. Now move it.
Yes, sir. I'll be real firm. Don't you worry.
A good luck troll.
You know, they ain't such good luck after all. Do you know how many colds I've had this year?
Get out of here! Sachet bags, good luck trolls, no rifle.
He's really getting to you, isn't he?
Getting to me. I got news for you. He's already there.
Hey, you know something? You could use a furlough. A little vacation, that's what I think.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I mean it, Vince. Pyle is no different last week than he was last year. The reason he's getting to you is you're overwrought.
What's that?
Overwrought? Overtired, overworked, overwrought.
And you know who it is that's rotting me over.
That's what I say. Time to get away for a while.
Nah, I don't think I could swing it. I got too much to do.
Well, it was just an idea.
Wait a minute. Yeah, of course. If you can't take Muhammad away from the mountain, the only thing left to do is to take the mountain away from Muhammad.
I don't think you got that right.
Who cares? Whatever it is, I got a brainstorm.
What are you talking about, Vince?
Don't you get it? Maybe I can't go on a vacation, but Pyle can if I give him a furlough.
A furlough? 2 seconds ago you wanted to kill him. Now you want to do him a favor.
Not him, me. I'm going to do me a favor by getting rid of Pyle any way I can.
Oh.
Yeah, it'll be just like a vacation being away from him. Huh? Smart. Here, get to work on his papers. Come on the double.
Okay, Vince.
Yeah. I don't know about Pyle, but This is one vacation I'm really looking forward to. Well, tie.
Hey, Sergeant.
Hello, Pyle. You know, Pyle, I've been watching you.
And I don't blame you one bit, Sergeant, especially after the way I provoked you this morning at the inspection by not having my rifle. But don't you worry, I got it back now.
I could throw the book at you. You know that, don't you? But you know something, Pyle? Looking at you right now, I don't see the knucklehead I thought I'd see.
You don't?
No. I see a tired Marine.
Tired?
That's right.
Well, now that you mention it, I was stirring around a little more than usual last night. That happens every time we have MC rations, especially if it's ham and lima beans. They just don't
No,
seem-
that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, you've been pushing too hard lately. The pressure's catching up to you. You're jumpy, edgy, all tensed up.
I am?
That's right, Pyle. You're as tense as they come. And a tense Marine is a bad Marine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, Sergeant, but it's funny, I don't feel a bit tense. As a matter of fact, I feel real relaxed. Policing up always relaxes me.
Pyle, you're tense, you hear me? You're tense. You just don't know it.
Well, if you say so, Sergeant.
Okay. So in the interest of keeping the platoon razor sharp in all departments, I hereby authorize you a 1-week furlough, effective immediately. Here.
Furlough? But, Sergeant, I know you're just looking after my well-being, but I don't need no furlough.
Well, look, Pyle, you want to be a good Marine, don't you?
Yes, sir, you know I do.
Then just take the furlough and don't ask questions.
But wait a minute, Sergeant. I don't want to go on no furlough.
Well, that's just tough. You need it, so you're going to take it. You hear me? If you're so stupid you don't know you're going to pieces, well, that's your problem. But you're going on leave, and that's that. You read me?
Well, yes, sir, but I'm still not too sure why.
Because you are tense. You hear me? T-E-N-S-E. Tense, tense, tense.
Of all the lucky breaks.
I still can't figure out how you swung it.
I didn't swing nothing.
How did you get the furlough?
bartender.
You what?
Now I can be on furlough and still be near you and my other friends.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
Yes, sir. I never thought a man could be so lucky. Well, gentlemen, Skull. They say that a lot here.
Wild! Well, you stupid, look what you've done!
Don't you worry, though. I'll have you cleaned up in just a jiffy. They say that beer don't stain nothing like hard liquor, though.
What are you, gum on my shoe or something? Get away from me, Pyle. I don't need your help.
Yes, sir. I don't blame you a bit, neither. It was just plain foolish of me to put that beer where your elbow was sure to hit it. I sure am sorry, Sergeant.
Do you like my luck, huh? I get him a few days furlough. A few precious days without him bugging me. And what happens? He shows up as a civilian. There's no escape. There's just no escape. Come on, let's go. Let's get out of here before he flips me in an early grave.
Excuse me, Corporal.
Oh, Pyle. You're taking a big chance showing your face around here after last night.
Well, I won't be but a second. I just wanted to give you this to pass on to the sergeant.
Request for transfer?
I figure he can arrange it while I finish out the rest of my furlough.
You sure you want to do this, Pyle?
I am. On account of Sergeant Carter's the last person in the world that I'd want to make unhappy. And since that's what I did last night was to make him unhappy, then I know it's time for me to clear out.
Look, maybe you ought to take a little time. You know, think this thing through.
No, I know the sergeant. He likes everything just right. And if everything's just right for him without me around, then that's the way I want it.
Well, okay. If you got your heart set on it, I'll put it through.
I'd be much obliged. Excuse me, Sergeant.
What are you doing here? Don't you know an orderly room's off limits to civilians?
Yes, sir, I'm sorry. I just left something for you with the corporal.
Okay, you left it. Now get out of here.
Here. Here's what he left.
Huh? A transfer?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. This is great. No, it's better than great. This is sensational.
You mean you're going to approve it?
You bet I am, like I never approved nothing before. Come on, let's put this thing in the works. Quick, 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 before somebody benches me and wakes me up. Come on, let's go. All right, let's look alive. This is supposed to be an inspection, not a Boy Scout jamboree. Move it. Inspection! Look at this weapon. It's okay. Whose footlocker is that? It ain't even out. Well, whose is it?
That's Pyle's footlocker, Sergeant.
Oh. Well, how'd they do?
Not bad, not bad. Minute behind the base record. Not bad. Not great. You might say pretty good.
Yeah. Well, if Pyle had been here, they never would have even done that good.
Talking about guys freezing. Remember that stunt Iron Pants Milliken pulled back at 53?
The force march in nothing but our skivvies? How can I forget?
Remember that, Vince?
What?
The forced skivvy march back at 53.
Yeah, I remember it. Well, it was 1955.
No, you're wrong, Vince. It was 53.
Definitely.
Yeah, Vince, 53.
Don't tell me. You're calling me a liar. I remember it. It was 1955.
Come on, Vince.
What's with you?
Yeah, what are you yelling at us for?
I'm not yelling. Am I yelling?
Because something's bugging you, don't take it out on us. That's what those bonehead privates are for.
Are you telling me how to run my business?
Well, somebody ought to. Maybe we ought to find a more peaceful table. It's getting a little too hard-nosed for me.
Fine. That's just fine with me.
Well, okay. Let's go.
Well, go on. Join your buddies. I don't need you. I need you like I need that knucklehead over there.
What's the matter with you, Vince?
Are you deaf? I said I didn't need you.
Look, Vince. Pyle's been gone almost a week already, but it just don't seem to make any difference.
What are you getting at?
Well, look at you. You're as jumpy as a cat.
Okay, so I'm jumpy. So what?
Well, it just don't make any sense. Figure it out for yourself. Now, Pyle's coming back from a furlough and he's transferring to another outfit. He'll be out of your hair for good.
So?
So, if anything should make you happy, that should, right?
Well, I'll tell you what bugs me. Pyle came to me a raw-nosed recruit. I worked on him all through boot camp and after. I yelled myself hoarse getting him squared away. And now he's transferring out. Huh? That's gratitude.
Well, I don't know. I never saw a guy who hated to leave an outfit as much as he did. Usually when a guy transfers, it's because he hates his sergeant.
Excuse me, would you like something else? A couple of beers, maybe? I mean, they'd be on me. Kind of a farewell present, since I'll be clearing out tomorrow.
No, we're fine, Pyle, but thanks anyway.
Don't mention it. Don't mention it at all. Bye, Sergeant.
See what I mean? Nothing keeps him down. He's loyal to you to the end.
Loyal, huh? He's transferring out, ain't he? That's gratitude.
Vince, he's transferring out because you don't want him around. He'd rather get out of your hair than make you miserable. You do want him out, don't you?
All I can say is that's gratitude. About the transfer orders the colonel signed yesterday for a private Gomer Pyle?
Oh, yes. What about them?
Well, sir, I know it sounds crazy, but I approve them against my better judgment, sir.
You what?
Yes, sir. For the first time in my life, I put a man's personal wishes above the good of the entire outfit, and, well, it just ain't working out, sir.
Well, that's very interesting, Sergeant. But don't you think it's a little late to be telling me all this?
Well, I thought you could still countermand the order, sir, considering it's a question of platoon morale.
This man Pyle is that important to you?
No, sir. He's not important.
Then what?
Well, sir, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, he's kind of like a spark to the platoon morale. Yes, sir, that's it. He's like a spark.
You mean he more or less stands out?
Oh, yes, sir. There ain't a day goes by I don't single him out for one thing or another.
Well, it's a bit irregular, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, sir. It'll be good having him back. I mean, as the spark.
Those are my transfer papers, Sergeant. You didn't have to bother yourself bringing them over here. I was going to come and get them.
No trouble at all, Pyle.
Not that I don't appreciate you bringing them. I'm real glad you did. Gives me a chance to say goodbye for the last time.
I got news for you, Pyle. You're not saying goodbye to nothing except these transfer papers. That's right, Pyle. Just like this, see? Into nice little pieces.
You mean I ain't being transferred out?
That's right, Pyle. Affirmative. You should know by now that nobody but nobody transfers out of my outfit unless I tell them to. You got that?
I sure have. And I'm real glad to hear you say that, Sergeant. You know something? I never did want to transfer out.
Knock it off and get that gear stowed away.
I sure will. Since I ain't gonna be leaving it, Sergeant.
Pyle, of all the knuckleheaded pea-brain bird.
I'm sorry, Sergeant.
Pyle, you know what you did? I'll tell you what you did. You struck a non-commissioned officer. That's what you did. And that's the last straw. You hear me, Pyle? The last straw. Of all the knuckleheaded, bird-brained, pea-headed. Do you see those stripes on my arm, Pyle? Do you see them? Look at them real good, because you're going to see them from now until doomsday. Now, Now, you listen to me, and you listen to me good. Since you came back from furlough, you've not done one thing right. Not one thing. But that's all gonna change now. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir, Sergeant. I hear you real good. You don't slur a bit like a lot of platoon leaders. Every word's loud and crisp. Sergeant, thank you.
Thank you? For what?
Well, thank you for the kind of time and trouble you take with me. Nobody except a real good friend would do that.
Friend? Friend? Well, I'm not your friend. I've never been your friend. I am your enemy, Pyle, your enemy. We are at war, you and me, and I'm gonna make sure you never forget it. You hear me?
Yes, sir, Sergeant. I know just what's on your mind. Being a sergeant, you got to keep a respectable distance between you and just a plain old PFC. All feeling of kinship aside. And don't think I don't respect you for it either, Sergeant.
Oh, shut up, Pyle, and get out of here. Moving on the double. You got exactly 1 minute to get back to that barracks and GI that deck. Now, you get out of here and move it.
Yes, sir. And, Sergeant, don't you even bother counting, because I'm going to be there.
Well, come on, move it. Cut out the gap. Well, come on, let's go. Move, 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 move. All right, fellas. How about a couple of beers?
Well, sure. Sounds good to me. How's everything going, Vince?
Oh, fine, fine. Things couldn't be better. Except that guy Pyle. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. You want to hear what he did today? You won't believe it.
What's the matter, Sarge?
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
What don't you believe?
I just came from Colonel Gray's office. He says that General Prescott's up in Los Angeles for a staff conference, and right afterwards he's due back here at the base for a general inspection.
So?
So, he wants a man from our outfit to pick him up and bring him here.
So?
Guess which man the colonel wants? He wants...
Pyle. He's the best man for the job.
Pyle, sir? You want Pyle to drive a general?
Yes. According to his motor pool record, he has one of the top driver ratings on the base.
But I've got lots of drivers, sir. Truck drivers, a bus driver, a cabbie from New York.
But they don't have Pyle's mechanical aptitude. According to this report, Sergeant, he scored 95 out of a possible 100 points on the vehicle repair test. If they had some minor breakdown on the road, Pyle would be more than able to handle it.
Yes, sir.
And I'm most impressed with his record for punctuality. Now, that's very important with General Prescott. His nickname is Punctual Pete, you know. Now, the general's staying at the Chancellor Hotel on Wilshire Boulevard. Pyle is to pick him up at exactly 1500 hours this afternoon.
Okay. Now, remember, Pyle, I'm General Prescott, and you're waiting out in front of the hotel to pick me up.
Got you, Sergeant. I mean, General.
Okay, now let's try it. This is the staff car.
Good afternoon, General. I'm your driver, Private First Class Gomer Pyle. By the way, how was your meeting?
I mean, how was my meeting? That's none of your business. After you salute, just open the door and let me in.
Yes, sir. Just open the door.
What are you doing now, Pyle?
I was just dusting off the seat.
Dusting? You should have done that before you started out.
Yes,
All right, now I'm sitting in the back and you're driving. Drive.
Yes, sir, Sergeant. I mean, General. How's the family, General?
What was that?
I was just asking the General how his family was, you know, to make him feel at home.
You don't ask the General nothing. You just drive. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Now, look, I want you to understand the importance of this mission. For 2 whole hours, all the way from L.A. back to Camp Henderson, the welfare of a United States Marine Corps general will be in your hands. Gomer Pyle. That's a frightening thought.
I know it's a big responsibility, Sergeant. Believe me, I won't let you down either. Is there anything I can get for you while I'm up there in L.A.?
Just the general, Pyle. Just come back with the general. Now, do you know how to get to L.A.?
Well, I think I know.
You don't think, Pyle. You gotta be sure. This is like any other mission. You gotta plan it.
Yes, sir.
Now, pay close attention. This is Camp Henderson, and this is downtown L.A.
It's hard to believe, ain't it, Sergeant?
What?
All them dots stands for cities and towns with people in them. People just like you and me, having their ups and their downs, their good times, their bad. Happiness one day, heartache the next.
Pyle, will you knock it off? I'm trying to show you how to get to L.A.
I'm sorry, Sergeant.
All right. Now, stay on the Santa Ana Freeway till you get to the Civic Center. Then take the Harbor Freeway and get off at Wilshire Boulevard, and you're there.
Seems real simple.
All right. Get the staff car, get it gassed up, and take off.
Sergeant, we just finished morning chow. I don't have to pick up the general till this afternoon at 3 o'clock. That's more than 7 hours away.
That's right. Because you're not meeting just General Prescott. You're meeting Punctual Pete Prescott. You got that? Punctual. Always on time.
Golly, Sergeant, it only takes 2 hours to drive up to L.A. That means I have 5 hours to wait.
It never hurts to be early. Give me your finger.
My finger?
Yeah, we might as well make sure. Santa Ana Freeway to Civic Center.
Santa Ana Freeway to Civic Center.
Take the Harbor Freeway.
Take the Harbor Freeway.
Get off at Wilshire Boulevard.
Get off at Wilshire Boulevard.
Okay, now let's take it again from the top.
Okay, now let's take it again from the top. Hey, ma'am, you having some trouble?
Oh, yes, I'm afraid so. I was driving along, and all of a sudden the car went dead. I tried starting it again, but nothing happens.
Well, you got plenty of gas, you can see that.
I know. I had it filled when I had the car washed yesterday. With 15 gallons, you get a free wash.
Well, ain't that nice?
It's Hilly's Car Wash on Olympic Boulevard. They do a nice, clean job.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I really don't know what could be wrong with your car, though.
Well, I have a suggestion.
I just don't understand it, ma'am. I've been pushing you for miles, and she just don't seem to kick over. It's probably your generator, and I think you better call a tow truck.
Oh, that's all right. I'm home now.
Home?
Yes, I live right over there. Thank you for pushing me all the way home.
That's okay, ma'am, but could you tell me where we are?
Van Nuys.
Where?
Van Nuys, the garden spot of the valley. Haven't you ever heard of it?
Well, I'm afraid I haven't, ma'am. But is it anywhere near downtown L.A.?
Well, no. By freeway, you'll make it back in no time at all. You just turn right at the next corner. And then you go 3 blocks till you get to the freeway ramp. And then all you have to do is follow the signs.
Thank you, ma'am. Just follow the signs.
Goodbye. And remember, defensive driving.
Nice. What are you doing way over there? You're supposed to be downtown waiting for General Prescott.
Well, you see, as I was coming off the freeway ramp, there was this nice lady standing by a stalled car.
And you stopped to help her?
Well, yes. I mean, I just couldn't leave her there standing in traffic.
Look, Pyle, I don't care if she was on top of a skyscraper hanging by her fingertips. You're supposed to be waiting for General Prescott at his hotel.
That's exactly why I called, Sergeant. You see, on account of my new location, I thought we better plot a new course.
Give me that map.
Here we are, Sarge. Here's Van Nuys, right over by North Hollywood.
All right, we got you pinpointed, Pyle. Now, let's see. Here's what you do. You get on the Ventura Freeway heading east, and then you get on the Hollywood Freeway, and you stay on it till you get to the downtown turnoff heading east. Then you turn on the Harbor Freeway heading south, and you get off at the 6th Street exit, and you're there.
Okay, Sergeant. I've got a pencil. Go ahead.
Santa Monica? What are you doing in Santa Monica?
Well, I know I'm way off course, Sergeant, but believe me, I just couldn't help myself.
I gave you explicit directions. Why didn't you follow them?
I did, Sergeant. Honest, I did. But you see, when I swung out on the freeway, I got stuck over in the fast lane somehow. And then when I saw the downtown cutoff sign, the traffic was so heavy, I just couldn't get over. I signaled and I honked, but it just wasn't no use, and I had to keep going until I hit Santa Monica. That ever happened to you, Sergeant?
Nah.
Yeah, Sarge. Here. Here's Santa Monica.
All right, I got Santa Monica, Pyle. Have you got a pencil?
Portogalo, non guardi che fai! Che sei ciecato? Guardi! Che non guardi che fai! Che sei cieco, matto!
Are you all right, mister?
Yeah, I'm okay. You see that driver? He's crazy. You see what he do?
Well, he wasn't paying much attention, was he? Here, let me help you.
Nobody watching nobody no more. Driving like crazy. That's all they do.
Some people are careless. Here, let's get out of the way over here.
Portogalo, guardi che sei ciecato. Thank you very much. You very nice. What's your name?
Gomer Pyle.
Gomer Pyle. I knew right away. You Italiano, huh?
Well, I'm afraid I ain't, but I sure do like pizza, and nobody sings better than Dean Martin.
I see you have a good taste. It's nice to meet you, Gomer. Thank you very much again, and bye-bye now.
Well, wait a minute. How far do you have to take all these groceries?
Oh, I live very close, only 10 blocks.
10 blocks? Sure was a lot faster than walking, wasn't it?
You're a very kind of man. Please, come in the house and meet the wife.
Well, thank you, Mr. Barbeller, but I'd better be on my way.
But just for a few minutes, huh? My wife, she always say, nobody helping nobody no more. People, they just think of themselves. I want her to meet you and show there's some really nice people in the world.
Well, that's real nice of you, Mr. Barbeller, but I'd...
Come on. We give you a drink.
I've really got something very important I've got to do, Mr. Barbeller. I just couldn't.
That's a for lasagna, Mr. Gomer Pyle, eh?
No, Miss Barbella, I couldn't eat another bite.
Oh, you don't like it?
Oh, no, ma'am, I love it. I wouldn't have had 3 helpings if I didn't. It was delicious.
Then you have some more, eh?
Honestly, Miss Barbella, I just don't have any more room. And besides, I've got some real important marine business I have to take care of. Thank you for a wonderful lunch, and it's been a pleasure meeting you two.
Wait, Mr. Gomer Pyle. I bet you know our grandson, Private Tony Colucci.
Tony Colucci?
Cara mia, how many times do I have to tell you? Our Tony is in the army. Gomer Pyle is a Marine. How are they gonna meet?
Hey, Army Marine. Our Tony is very popular. He makes lots of friends. Look, this is his picture. So if you meet him, you know what he look like.
Well, he's a real handsome boy, all right.
Handsome? Oh, you should see him when he graduates from high school. Oh, if you only had time to look at all the pictures. And this is my sister Rosa. And these are all her children. Look.
And here, Gomer Pyle, this is my brother, Mario. He's a gondolier in Venice. Oh, you should hear him sing. A regular Caruso.
Well, now, I really want to thank you both for your hospitality, but I've got to be going now. If you'll just tell me which freeway I take to get downtown.
Oh, that's easy. You go 2 blocks from here, and you see the San Diego Freeway going south.
No. That's a long way. You listen to me, Gomer Pyle. You take the Santa Monica Freeway going east, and then you take the Hollywood interchange.
No, what Hollywood? You want him to get lost? What's the matter with you? No, listen, Gomer Pyle, you go to the San Diego Freeway.
No. He don't know anything. You no listen to me. No, senti, è meglio che senti a me, perché lui non sa, si perde sempre quando vai giù in città. Senti, devi prendere la Santa Monica.
Sì, Santa Monica, si prende. Ma che ti punge?
Ma certo devi prendere la Santa Monica, perché sennò è troppo lungo l'altra.
Ma io direzione mio, io sai.
Perché le tue direzioni si perdono sempre.
100 anni che ho
si vede con 30 anni.
Ma fratello.
Fai piacere.
Ma fratello,
la gente
speaking. It's our man in Los Angeles again.
You talk to him. If he's lost, I don't want to talk to him.
Are you lost again? He's lost again.
Let me talk to him. All right, Pyle. What now? What now?
I hate to keep bothering you like this, Sergeant, but I'm a little off course again.
Where are you?
Pasadena.
What are you doing in Pasadena?
Well, you see, I met this Mr. Barbella.
That's enough. Now, you stay right where you are. I'm going to come up there and do the job myself. I'm relieving you of this assignment.
Oh, no, Sergeant, don't do that. I can do the job. Honest, I can. Give me another chance, Sergeant. Just one more chance, please.
All right. All right, I'll give you one more chance. But this time you drive straight to that hotel and no detours. You understand?
Yes, sir, Sergeant, and I won't let you down, neither. There's just one more thing, though. How do I get there from here? I'm about a half a block from the Rose Bowl. You know where they play that big football game every year.
I know.
Just think, Sergeant, if this is New Year's Day, I wouldn't be able to get anywhere near this place.
The map, the map, the map.
Colorado Boulevard to the Pasadena Freeway going south, then cut over to the Harbor Freeway, and then straight on in downtown. Hi there. Where are you going? On a hike?
Nowhere, I'm afraid. We're supposed to be on an outing, but we missed that bus that would have taken us downtown.
Oh, well, that's a shame. Is this the place you wanted, ma'am?
Oh, yes. We'll catch our bus right here at the station. Thank you very much for the ride. You're very kind.
Oh, it was nothing. But I have kind of lost my bearings. Could you tell me how I get to Wilshire Boulevard?
Wilshire Boulevard. Oh, I wish my husband was here. He's so good at directions.
Oh, well, that's okay. I know it's around here somewhere. I'll just ask over here at this guy's station. You all have a good time.
Hi there, buddy. What'll it be? Custom octane, golden high test, or supersonic supreme?
Well, nothing, Hank. I don't really need any guys. I just wanted to...
Oh, I know. You're here for the Lucky Country Contest.
Lucky Country Contest?
Yeah. Here's a card with the map of half a country on it. If you get another card with the matching half of the same country, we'll send you there, all expenses paid.
No kidding.
2 of our best customers just left this morning for Iceland.
That's wonderful. But to be honest with you, that ain't the reason I come in. I only wanted to ask you how to get to Wilshire Boulevard.
Wilshire Boulevard, 2 blocks up and turn right.
Well, thank you very much, and good luck with your contest.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second, Marine. You forgot your Demitasse cup.
Demitasse cup?
That's right. Just for stopping by. And the next time you come in, I'll see you get a matching saucer.
Thanks so much. I'll be sure and tell all my friends about it.
You do that.
Hey, fellas, where you going? What happened?
The last bus left 10 minutes ago, and we just missed it. The boys are so disappointed.
You're at Disneyland.
I hadn't really planned on it, Sergeant, but those little fellers look so disappointed.
Now do you see why I sent you up there 7 hours early? And it still wasn't early enough? Knowing you, I should have sent you up there a week ago.
Believe me, there's nothing to be concerned about. I'm leaving right now. And by the way, Sergeant, I sure do wish you was here with me. The Matterhorn looks so beautiful, and the monorail, the enchanted castle.
Pyle, shut up! Boyle!
Hello? Sergeant Carter? It's me again.
Don't tell me, Pyle. Don't you dare tell me.
Well, I'm not lost, Sergeant. I just called to tell you that I'm right here by the General's Hotel.
You hear that, Boyle? I'll read it. What about the General? Where is he?
Well, I'm a couple of minutes early, so I just took time out to call you and set your mind at ease because I knew how upset you was. All's well, the end's well.
All right, Pyle. You made it. Now, you just go out to the car and wait for him. Just sit and wait.
Oh, I will, Sergeant. You can rest assured. Hey, there he is, Sergeant. There he is. It's him, Sergeant. That's the General, all right. And he's right on time.
Never mind the comments, Pyle. Just hang up and go get him.
Right, Sergeant. We're on our way.
Hey, buddy, are you driving that staff car back there?
Yeah.
Listen, pal, you gotta help me.
Could I get you a taxi, General?
No, thanks. I'm expecting a staff car to pick me up. Should be here any minute. Well, here he is now.
What the? Are you all right, General?
Yes, I'm all right, but I can't say the same for the Marine driving that car. Where's the phone?
Right here.
What are you so nervous about, Sarge? Why don't you sit down and relax?
I can't relax. I can't relax until Pyle drives up here with that general. Do you mind?
I don't know what you're so worried about. Pyle just called. He said he saw the general. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong with Pyle? You could run him over, you could slam the door on his fingers, all lots of things.
As you were. Sergeant, have you heard from Private Pyle at all?
As a matter of fact, I have, sir, several times. It seems he got lost, but there's nothing to worry about, sir. The last time I heard from him, he was at the hotel right on time.
Very interesting. I just got a phone call from General Prescott. The staff car took off without him.
Without the general?
That's right. And it nearly knocked him down in the process. What got into Pyle?
I can't understand it, sir. Unless it was all that freeway driving and the smog. It must have got to him.
Well, General Prescott's fit to be tied. If we don't do something, Sergeant, there'll be fallout from here back to the Pentagon.
Yes, sir. I'll get another man on it right away. PFC Hummel. He's a very trustworthy man.
No, this is too important. You and I better get up there ourselves and hope for the best. My car's outside.
Yes, sir.
Well, Sergeant, what is it? Where's General Prescott?
Well, I don't know how to tell you this, sir. I can hardly believe it myself.
What is it? Out with it.
Well, General Prescott, sir, he just left for the hospital.
Hospital? Oh, no. He probably stood outside so long he got sunstroke. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
General Prescott.
And Pyle.
But what are those policemen and that photographer doing?
Well, the general probably caught up with Pyle, sir, and had him placed under arrest.
Now, let's get one with just the general and Pyle here.
General Prescott, I'm Colonel Gray from Camp Henderson.
Colonel Gray?
Colonel Gray, Sergeant Carter, what a nice surprise. What are y'all doing way up here?
Sir, I want to apologize for what's happened today. I sent this man to pick you up, and I regret the unfortunate incident.
Nonsense. If Pyle had picked me up when he was supposed to, we never would have had the baby.
Baby, sir?
8 pounds, 9 ounces. Cutest little girl you ever laid your eyes on.
Pyle here is responsible for bringing her into the world.
If Gomer hadn't let us use the staff car when my cab broke down, we would have never gotten Mrs. Rodriguez to the hospital.
A quick-thinking man here, Colonel. Even thought up a name for the baby.
Eleonora.
Yes, sir. A good man. That's why we picked him for the assignment.
Well, it's almost 1800. If I'm due at Camp Henderson, we better get going.
Yes, sir. My car is right this way.
It'll be an honor to drive you, sir. A real privilege.
Well, thank you, Sergeant. But if you don't mind, I think I'll drive back with Pyle.
With Pyle, sir?
Yes, he did come to pick me up. I'm sure he'll be very good company. Come in, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
Pyle?
Bye, Sergeant. Have a real nice trip back, and don't forget to drive careful. I just don't understand it. Where could the sergeant be?
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder myself.
We've been back for over 2 hours, and the sergeant left right after we did. I sure hope he didn't run into any trouble.
Well, maybe he stopped for something to eat or ran in some heavy traffic.
Well, I sure hope nothing happened. Sergeant Carter, boy, are we glad to see you. We was just talking about you. Why are you so late? Is everything okay?
We were really getting worried, Sarge. You're 2 hours overdue. What happened?
What happened? What happened? Did you guys have anything better to do than nose around?
Yeah, but 2 hours, Sarge, that's a long time.
Yeah, that's way too long, Sergeant. Did you get lost?
None of your business.
You did, didn't you, Sergeant? And I bet I can tell you why. When you went to take the Santa Ana Freeway going south, you took the wrong ramp and got on the Golden State Freeway going west. Is that what you did, Sergeant? Is that what you did?
None of your business, Pyle.
Well, that's terrible, Sergeant. How come you didn't give us a call? Where's the map, Corporal Boy? I can show you exactly what he did. At that particular intersection, the Santa Ana Freeway and the Golden State Freeway, they kind of come together. And it's really easy. Have a nice evening, Sergeant.
Hey, Pyle, where are you headed for tonight?
Well, I thought I'd go over to the YMCA. They're having a glass blowing demonstration. It sounds like I don't miss.
Sure does.
What are you fellas gonna do?
Oh, we don't know. It's a toss-up between a slide lecture on Indian pottery and an organ recital at Town Hall. So we thought we'd go get a few beers and decide, even if it took us all night.
Hey, fellas, how about a quarter for a bowl of soup? Oh, come on. I ain't had nothing to eat in a couple of days. What do you say?
No.
Here you go, mister.
Oh, bless you. Son, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad there's a few kind people left in this world.
Poor feller.
You're the patsy of all time. You know that, Pyle?
Huh?
Do you really think he's going to go buy a bowl of soup with your quarter?
That's what he said.
Sure, that's what he said. And right now, he's on his way to a store to buy a bottle of Muscatel. He's a drunkie, Pyle. A wino. The only soup he drinks comes in shot glasses. Don't you know that?
Well, no. If a man tells me he's hungry and wants a bowl of soup, I've got to believe him.
Do you believe everything people tell you, Pyle?
I try to. People don't usually go around telling lies.
In other words, you're a believer. You got the faith, right?
You might say.
Pyle, you're beautiful.
Well, I'll see you.
I was just thinking about Pyle.
Pyle, at a time like this?
Yeah, I'd like to get Pyle together with Lila up there.
Huh?
I'd like to introduce her as a school teacher.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know how Pyle has such faith. I'd like to put it to the test and introduce her as a school teacher. Oh, it'd be for his own good. Wise him up a little, and maybe we'd get a few laughs.
You want me to do what?
Look, Lila, it's only for a couple of dates. We thought it would be a funny gag if you went out with this Gomer Pyle. Now, see, he doesn't know who you are. So after you spent some time together, we'd bring him down here and he could see what you do. Funny, huh?
Hysterical, except for one little hang-up. I don't dig practical jokes. Now, beat it, fellas. I have to get ready for my next show.
Oh, come on, Lila. We're big fans of yours. We're here all the time.
Sure, honey. It's just a small favor. It'll be good for a few kicks.
You only go out with him twice. That's all there is to it. What do you say? Huh, Lila? Please?
Well, since you are fans of mine, I'll do it.
You hear that, Jensen? She'll do it.
For $50.
$50?
Right.
I don't know, Sarge. 50 clams is a lot of money for a gag.
Yeah. But look at it this way, Jensen. You're helping to educate a fellow Marine. And won't it be worth it to get a look at his kisser when he graduates? I still think you should have worn something a little more conservative. How am I going to sell Pyle and you being a school teacher in that outfit?
Look, you're only paying me $50. For that, I don't go out and buy a new wardrobe.
Okay. He's not here yet. We'll have to wait. This is our rec hall.
I'm thrilled.
Would you care to sit down over here and wait? Can I get you anything? A bottle of pop? Nice cream bar?
Please, I'm nauseous enough from the fresh air.
It's real nice of you to ask, Corporal, but I don't think I should stop and play ping pong when I haven't aired out my mattress.
Well, you can do that later. Forget work right now. Come on, we'll get in the next game. Hey, look who's here. Hiya, Sarge.
Hey, Jensen. Hiya, Pyle.
Nice to see you again, sir.
Yeah, well, I'd like you to meet my cousin Lila, who's visiting from out of town. Lila, this is Ron Jensen and Gomer Pyle.
Pleased to meet you.
Hi.
Pleasure, ma'am.
Lila's down from Seattle for the weekend.
Oh, well, I sure hope you have a nice visit.
Yeah, well, she just wanted to get away from work for a while. Little change of scene. She's a school teacher.
A school teacher? Well, ain't that interesting. What grade do you teach?
Grade?
Fourth. It's a split class.
Oh, that's a wonderful age. It must be real gratifying to teach youngsters like that.
Yeah, it's a blast. I mean, it's very nice.
Well, it's sure nice to meet you, ma'am. I hope you have a real nice time.
Oh, Pyle, wait a minute. Are you doing anything special tonight?
Tonight? No, I don't have any plans.
Well, maybe you could do me a favor. You see, I got some paperwork for tonight, so I can't entertain Lila. And I was wondering if you could take her out.
Golly, I don't know.
Well, you see, she doesn't know anybody down here, and I just hate to think of her spending Saturday night all alone.
No, that wouldn't be very much fun, especially being away from home. All right, Miss Lila, I'll be happy to escort you tonight.
Thanks.
Oh, would a movie be all right?
A movie? I suppose. Well, as long as I'm back at my place by 10 o'clock. You know, I have to be back at my place by 10 o'clock.
Yeah. School teachers, you know the hours they keep.
That sure was an enjoyable picture, wasn't it, Miss Lila?
It was a real winner.
Don't you just love pictures about dogs?
Yeah.
You want to know something, Miss Lila? And I hope you won't repeat this, but you remember the part near the waterfall where the boy thought that the dog was dead after he had pulled in the canoe with the children in it? Well, I started to well up. I was just about to cry.
You did, huh?
Didn't it make you want to cry, too?
Well, I wanted to cry from the time I walked into the theater.
Hey, wait a minute. Don't I know you?
You speaking to me, sir?
Not you, Dodo. Her. Sure. I've seen you. You're the girl, the veils, huh?
Come on. Oh, the nerve. I never saw that man before in my life.
Well, you know what they always say. Everybody in the world has their double, and you probably look like the person he knows.
Gomer, I could really go for a drink. Would you mind?
A drink? Well, sure. Why didn't you say so? I'm sure glad you thought this, Miss Lila. These are really refreshing.
Yeah, I haven't had a drink like this in years.
Because they make their own ice cream here, and they use 2 scoops. Would you like another?
No, thank you. Well, one's my limit. Would you look at the time? Gomer, I've got to go.
Well, I'll see you home.
Oh, no. I'll get a cab. We have to do this again, you know.
Ma'am?
I mean, I had such a nice time, and tomorrow's my last day here, so we have to do it again.
Oh, well, fine. How about tomorrow afternoon?
Afternoon? Well, not too early.
Just leave it to me. I'll plan a little tour of all the historical sites, and I'll explain it to you. Ain't that something? You're the school teacher, and I'll be explaining things to you. Ain't that funny?
Hey, Pyle.
Hi, Sergeant. Corporal.
I was just waiting up to thank you for taking out my cousin again. Did you two have a nice time?
We sure did. We went to see this dog picture that just about had us both in tears, and then we went and had double scoop ice cream sodas.
Double scoop sodas. Is that the way to top off an evening?
And I'm taking her out again tomorrow, if it's all right with you.
Are you kidding? I couldn't put her in safer hands. What are you going to do?
Well, this is really going to come as a big surprise to her, but I thought I'd take her to see the county flower show, and then we'd hike up and see the old mission. Do you think she'll like that? Well, good night. I sure hope you enjoy the show, Miss Lila. You know, it ain't everybody who enjoys looking at flowers.
I'm sure it's going to be very exciting. A person's going to have a real wild time in a place like this. Oh.
Are you sleepy, Miss Lila?
Well, I didn't get to bed until 4.
Oh, but you left at 9:30. What'd you do, stay up and watch TV?
Yeah, I fell asleep watching the educational channel.
Well, would you look at that?
What?
Snapdragons. Snapdragons. I can hardly believe they're blooming this time of year.
Really?
And look at these hibiscus. And looky over there. Nasturtiums. I knew I should have brought my camera. Ain't it exciting?
Do you always get that excited about flowers?
I sure do. Most people take flowers for granted, but I just can't get over the wonder of them. Just think of it. These are living things. Not too long ago, they was just seeds. And now look at them. They're all sizes, shapes, and colors. And oh, my goodness, they've got everything here today. Here's some dogwood. My, that sure does bring back memories. My fourth grade teacher, Miss Moran, she'd have a sprig of dogwood on her desk. Kept it right over there by the pencil sharpener.
Really?
So now every time it comes springtime, I always think of Miss Moran and her dogwood. What do you keep on your desk?
Daffodils. Daffodils.
Daffodils. Always a favorite. What variety? The Golden Trumpet or the King Alfred's? Wait a minute, don't tell me. I'll bet you had the King Alfred's.
Yes, the Alfred's.
I knew it, I just knew it. Most people prefer them because they're bigger and they stay in bloom longer. Oh, excuse me a minute, Miss Lila. I'll be right back. Here, Miss Lila, this is for you.
Gomer, you didn't have to do that.
Well, I know, but anybody that likes flowers as much as you do should have some. Here, I'll pin them on for you. People just don't realize how fascinating an old mission can be. All the color and the history. This mission here dates all the way back to 1785. Always gives me kind of a funny feeling that I might be standing in the exact spot that Father Serra stood in.
Who?
Father Junipero Serra. He was the Franciscan monk who founded this mission along with 8 others just like it. Just imagine a man like that devoting his whole life to bringing civilization to the Indians. He taught them farming and how to raise livestock and carpentry. Hey, Father.
Well, Gomer, it's good to see you. How have you been?
I've been fine, Father. Oh, by the way, I'd like you to meet Miss St. Clair, a friend of mine from out of town.
Oh, well, welcome to our mission, Miss St. Clair. We're always pleased to have out-of-town visitors.
I thought she'd find the mission interesting. You see, she's a school teacher.
Oh, a teacher. That's nice. I would like to escort you around personally. The fact is, Gomer knows the mission as well as I do. It's nice meeting you, Miss St. Clair. Oh, and here's a little souvenir of our mission.
Thank you, Father.
That's one of those cards with the monk's thought for the day on it. What's it say?
May you be in heaven a half hour before the devil knows you're dead.
Oh, that's nice. That's the bell from the mission chapel. Sure does sound pretty, don't it?
Yeah.
It's really nice, sitting on a shady bench and watching the sun shine down through the trees, listening to the bell toll. It's really peaceful.
You know, there's a spot like this back in Des Moines. That's where I was raised. It's a beautiful park and a stream running through it. I used to stand for hours on this little wooden bridge, just stare at the water. It kind of gave me a chance to think about things. Funny. I haven't thought about that little wooden bridge in, I don't know how long.
Everyone should have a place they can go to by themselves to think things out.
I think you're right. You know something, Gomer? I had a nice day. Really.
Oh, thank you, Miss Lila. I've had a real nice day, too.
Hey, Pyle, we've been looking all over for you.
Hey, Sergeant Corporal.
I was just on the phone to my cousin. She wants to go out with you tonight.
Huh? Well, she's supposed to be leaving for home tonight.
Yeah, well, she wants one of those final farewells. You know how women are. Oh, here's the address where she wants you to meet her. It's one of those little out-of-the-way restaurants.
750 Wharf Street. Isn't that street where all them bars and honky-tonks are?
Yeah, there might be a couple of those dives there, but this is strictly a class place. Right, Ron?
First rate, favorite of the gourmets.
Well, wouldn't you know it? Takes an out-of-towner like Miss Lila to know where the good places are. You know what? I think I'll stop off and get her a farewell present.
That would be a very nice gesture.
Well, she's a very nice lady, and thank you very much for giving me the message.
You know, Jensen, he's been out with her twice now, and he still thinks she's a school teacher. He believes. Oh, he believes.
Step right in, folks. Okay, folks, showtime in just a few minutes. Plenty of good tables left. No cover, no minimum. Come on in, folks.
Well, pardon me, sir. I'm not sure I have the right address. Is this 750 Wharf Street?
You got it, buddy.
Golly, it don't look like much of a restaurant.
Restaurant? Well, they serve food in there, but just don't eat it.
Huh?
Listen, buddy, the reason I'm telling you this is because I have a boy in the service, and I think it's my patriotic duty to steer you guys right. Have a couple of beers, enjoy the show, but forget about eating.
Well, thank you very much for the advice.
Showtime in a few minutes.
I wonder why she wanted to meet me here.
Plenty of good tables inside. No cover, no minimum.
Anything from the bar?
No, thanks, ma'am. I'm just waiting for a friend. Hey, Miss Lila, I got your message from Sergeant Hacker. I hope I didn't keep you waiting.
I've got something very important to tell you.
Oh, I already know about it.
You do?
That the food here is terrible. Don't worry, we'll get something later on. Here's a little something I picked up. It's sort of a little remembrance.
Gomer, listen to me. I want you to go. I want you to get out of here right now.
What?
I lied to you. I'm not a school teacher.
You're not?
No, I just told you that so you wouldn't know what I really did. You see, I work here.
You do? Oh, I understand. You're one of them pussycat waitresses, and you didn't want me to see you in your costume.
No, you don't understand.
Hey, Lila, come on. Time to get started.
Gomer, please, will you go right now?
But
I'll meet you later, but right now, just go.
Hey, Pyle.
Sergeant, what are you doing here?
Is this a coincidence? This is the place you're supposed to meet my cousin Lila. Where you going?
Well, I was just on my way out.
Just on your way out, but I thought you were going to meet her here. Come on, sit down here.
Sergeant Hacker,
Huh?
I'd like to ask you something about your cousin Lila. Is she all right?
Huh? Why do you ask that, Pyle?
Well, when I came in here a while ago...
Ladies and gentlemen, once again it is showtime here at the Persian Pussycat. And in keeping with our policy here, we are bringing you tonight a star-studded evening of entertainment. We're proud and happy to present the loveliest girl in the world. And here she is, that human bombshell, our stellar attraction, Miss Lila St. Clair.
How come we're not laughing?
Shut up, Jensen.
Who is it?
It's me, Miss Lila. I didn't mean to disturb you, but, well, you forgot your present. It ain't nothing real fancy, but, well, I hope you like it. Ain't you gonna open it? Because if you don't like it, I'd be glad to exchange it.
You see, Gomer, it was all a gag. Hacker and his buddy talked me into going out with you, just so they could bring you down here tonight and have themselves a good laugh. That's all there was to it, just to see how you'd react. Kind of a long way to go for a gag, isn't it?
Well, it didn't really hurt nothing. After all, something good came out of it. If it hadn't been for this little joke, you and me never would have got to meet each other and ended up friends.
Friends? Gomer, you made friends with a school teacher, not a burlesque dancer.
Well, if that's your chosen profession, I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't care for that kind of dancing myself, but, well, if it's your line of work, you must do it very well, or else you wouldn't be the star of the show. Now, open up your present. I sort of want to know how you like it. It's a mission bell. It's kind of a souvenir of the day that we spent. I frankly thought it would make a nice paperweight for your school desk, but, well, I think it'll look just as nice on your makeup table here.
Who is it?
It's me, Hacker. Here's your $50.
Hacker! Here's your money. This one's on me. What are you staring at? Haven't you ever seen a mission bell before?
Yeah, I'll get him. Hey, Pyle, it's for you.
Huh? Thank you.
Hey, Sarge, it's Lila St. Clair.
You're kidding.
Hello? Oh, hey, Miss Lila.
Hey, Pyle, what's up with you and Lila?
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, well, it's about her rubber plant.
Her what?
Well, ever since I took her to that flower show, she's gotten real interested in flowers, so she went out and bought herself a rubber plant. And now she thinks it's got the fungus, and she's just beside herself. But you want to know what I think it is? I think the soil has too much alkali in it. I wasn't even planning on going into town, but you can't turn your back on a sick plant.
Now, one of you clowns gets down on his hands and knees under this window. The rest of the platoon goes by single file, using his buddy's back as a step up to get through the window. Is that clear?
Aye, Sergeant.
All right. Pyle, since you're always a buddy to everybody, suppose you be the first buddy down on his hands and knees.
Right, Sergeant.
Okay. All right, let's line up on Lombardi. Come on, let's move. Now, I want all of you entering that building inside of 30 seconds. Ready? Go! Move! Come on, let's move it! Move! Come on, let's move it! Move! I've seen a bunch of Girl Scouts move faster than that! Move! Come on, keep that back stiff, Pyle. Keep it stiff! Move! Move it! What's the matter, Pyle? Are you getting soft?
My back give out, Sergeant.
Did it really? Would you like to explain that to the enemy? Sorry, enemy, we can't take this objective. My back give out.
Well, I wouldn't tell it to the enemy, Sergeant, but I would tell it to you.
I am the enemy, Pyle. Do you understand? I am the enemy. All right, everybody out. Come on, move. All right, we'll do this exercise again, and we'll try to get a little snap into it. And just to show you that I don't play favorites, every one of you will get a chance of being the man under the window. We'll just see who else's back is going to give out. All right, let's move it. Come on, let's go. Line up on the body. Move. Oh, move it.
That's the man, Colonel. Well, I'm sure you couldn't go wrong with Sergeant Carter. He's one of the best platoon sergeants we have.
He seems to be just the type we've been looking for, doesn't he, Lou?
He sure does. He's all Marine.
You see, Colonel, this film we're going to make will be shown all over the country, possibly even all over the world. It's essential that we pick the right man. Someone who embodies all of the leadership qualities.
I think Sergeant Carter can fill the bill.
Okay, Lombardi, one more goof and you can do another 50 push-ups on your feet. And the rest of you guys better get on the sticker. You can kiss them weekend passes goodbye.
I'm sure we don't have to look any further, Colonel. Sergeant Carter seems perfect.
I think he'll give you a good show.
When can we meet him to discuss it?
I'll set it up right away.
Me? In the movies? I've never done any acting before.
That's just it. You don't have to do any acting. All you do is what you were doing out there this afternoon, and you'll be perfect.
Well, I don't know.
Just be yourself. That's all we want. Naturalness.
Right. Now, we'll be shooting this film here on the base where you'll feel right at home. We just want to photograph you taking your platoon through an average day.
Where's this going to be shown, this film?
On television. All over the country, maybe elsewhere.
When are you going to start this?
Right away. And, Sergeant, you will be the only one in your outfit to know anything about this.
I will?
Oh, yes. We use hidden cameras and zoom lenses and hidden microphones. You see, in that way, we can be sure the men will act natural.
Oh, sort of like that guy on Candid Camera, right?
Oh, well, yes, in a way. You see, we just don't want the men to know they're being filmed.
Well,
Because if they do, their actions become forced and self-conscious, and we'll lose that natural flavor that we're after.
Oh, I got it.
Then you'll do it?
Well, okay.
Good, and I know you'll carry it off like an old pro.
Don't worry about Sergeant Carter. I'll vouch for him.
Thank you, sir.
Now, we start tomorrow morning at Reveille, Sergeant.
Well, I'll be there.
Good. Thank you. And I'm sure we picked the right man.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, and Sergeant, remember, naturalness. The key word, naturalness.
Oh, yes, sir. I'll do the best I can. Hold it. No clippers, just scissors.
Why don't you stop complaining? You know you got me up an hour before Reveille for this haircut.
Come on. I ain't got much time. What do you think you're doing? Don't cut anymore. I don't want it to look like I just came from the barber.
You know what I think? I think you need work inside your head, not outside.
Come on, finish, will you? And use the butch pomade. You didn't use the butch pomade. You see, there's Reveille. You didn't even finish.
What is that? Sergeant.
Hey, this truck bit is great. But you guys better get back inside. My men will fall out any minute.
Is this what you normally wear when you fall out for Reveille?
This? I knew you'd like this. Especially your film's going to be in color. It is going to be in color.
Well, Sergeant, that outfit might make the men a little suspicious. Now, if you don't mind, it probably would be better if you got into your everyday work clothes. That is, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure.
Oh, and here, take this. This is a wireless microphone. Just clip it onto your undershirt. This will give us added insurance on sound.
This tiny thing?
tiny but powerful. Now, you'd better hurry, Sergeant.
Oh, yes, sir. I'll be right back. Good morning, men. Look, fellas, before I call the roll, 3 paces forward, march. About, pace, at ease.
What is he doing?
I don't know.
Nice to see you again, Bellet. How's your mother, Lombardi? I hear she hasn't been feeling well.
Well, she's fine now, Sergeant, fine.
Good, good. What was it, anyway?
It was a gallbladder attack.
Is that so? That's going around a lot these days, isn't it?
He sure sounds awful nice.
You think he starts out like this and then gets mean as the day goes on?
I don't know. Do I keep on shooting?
Yeah. Maybe we'll see a change.
All right, men. Let's march to the mess hall. Attention! Left, pace, forward, turn. Head, turn.
Step, Pyle, get step.
Okay. This way. No, this way. Over here. Look, fellas, why don't you all sit down? Go ahead, sit down. Go ahead. Now, who would like to demonstrate the proper way to throw a hand grenade? Wait a minute. Down. On second thought, maybe I'd better show you all again first. It is a little tricky.
Golly, Sergeant, I know it backwards and forwards. I studied it real hard.
Fine, Pyle, but maybe I'd better review it for the other men first. Sit down a while.
But I really know it, Sergeant. I really do.
Sit down, Pyle.
All you do is put the safety lever in the palm of your hand so that the lever is between the thumb and the forefinger. And
Sit down, Pyle. Sit down. Now, the safety lever is held in the palm so that the lever is between the thumb and the forefinger.
That's right. That's what I say.
The forefinger of the other hand is hooked through the safety pin ring.
100% right.
Now, you throw it with a snapping motion of the wrist, like a baseball, so that the grenade rolls off the tips of the fingers.
Page 313 guidebook for Marines.
Like this. Now, crawling under barbed wire the proper way. No. We haven't done this exercise in quite a while, and I'm sure some of you men might be sort of rusty, so why don't I sort of refresh your memories?
I ain't rusty on it, Sergeant. I'd be glad to do it.
Well, get back!
I was hoping it wouldn't be as bad as when we were shooting it, but it is.
It's worse. It's like watching a home movie.
Terrible. And this guy was our big choice.
What do we do now? Find ourselves another sergeant?
Oh, no, I can't go back to that colonel, especially after the big send-off he gave Carter. He'd be embarrassed.
Well, then are we stuck with this guy?
Well, I'll talk to Carter. I'll tell him what he's doing wrong. I'll level with him.
Might as well try.
Come in.
Hi. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
No, Sergeant. Come right in. As a matter of fact, we've been watching those first sequences that we filmed.
Yeah? How'd they look?
Well, to tell you the truth, the thing we feared most became a reality.
What happened?
The picture we came here to make just isn't coming off. We're not getting the flavor of the whole platoon.
Huh?
What we are getting is just one man, and that one man is continually hogging the camera. Do I make myself clear, Sergeant?
Yeah.
This is a story of a sergeant and his men and how he deals with his men. Everybody should be involved.
You don't have to say another word. I think I understand.
I hope you don't take offense.
No. No, I was beginning to feel the same thing myself. In fact, I was wondering if it was that noticeable.
It really is, Sergeant.
Well, don't worry, it won't happen anymore.
I knew I could count on you. I'm still sure I picked the right man.
Well, things will be different the next time you film. I can promise you that.
Thanks, Sergeant. That is very reassuring.
Yes, sir. I can promise you that. That Pyle, I knew he'd goof it up. I gotta get rid of him.
Okay. Now, lower it just a little. Right up against the lens. That's it.
Hold it. Does that cover the whole barracks? Good. Okay, Dan.
Now, let's hook up the microphone.
Yeah, got a lead wire right over here. How do you think our sergeant's going to do after that little talk you had with him?
He'll be fine. I think he got the message. Put it here under the bunk.
Oh, good. That should pick him up fine.
Good.
All right, Pyle!
Here they come. Let's go.
Wait a minute, fellas. Before you all sit down and make yourselves comfortable, there are a few things I want to talk to you about. These are very important things to each and every one of you. Yeah. Well, today we're going to have a little refresher course on the M1 rifle. Someone give me a rifle.
I'll get it, Sergeant.
Thank you, Pyle. Why don't you sit down? Why don't all you men move down this way? Now, for a little reviewing. The M1 rifle. Who can give me the muzzle velocity?
I can, Sergeant. The muzzle velocity of the M1 rifle is 2,600 to 2,800 feet per second.
Fine, Pyle, fine. But just wait until you're asked. Now, who can give me the maximum range of this weapon?
I can, Sergeant. The maximum range of the M1 rifle is 3,500 yards, approximately.
Look, Pyle, why don't you come with me, huh? You're pretty smart all of a sudden, aren't you, Pyle? Hogging the whole lecture.
No, Sergeant. I'm not any smarter than any of the rest of the fellers. Matter of fact, it's just the opposite. I have to work that much harder at it. And I have been lately, too, studying in the chow line or on the bus into town.
Well, that's swell, Pyle, and since you know so much, you really don't have to stick around for this lecture.
Well, I don't mind, Sergeant. I like to hear you lecture.
Well, an important detail just came up, and I wouldn't trust anybody else with it.
Golly, Sergeant.
Now, remember that pile of sand behind the company office?
Sand pile?
That's right. I want you to move it. Put it behind the mess hall.
Right, Sergeant, but I thought you wanted me to do an important detail.
This is an important sand pile. It has to be moved just right.
Okay, Sergeant, as soon as I get finished, I'll come right back and hear the rest of your lecture.
You just stick to that sand pile until it's finished. You hear me, Pyle?
Right, Sergeant.
Okay, let's pick it up where I left off. Look, fellas, why don't you all swing around over to that side, over that way. That's it. To proceed to the resumption of our informal discussion in regard to the M1 rifle, also known as U.S. Rifle Caliber 30 M1, the basic weapon of the Marine Infantry Unit. Now, why is it important for us all to know about map reading? Well, the time will come when you're on patrol, when each and every one of you will find it necessary to know your exact location.
Hey, Sergeant, I'm finished with the sand pile detail.
Well, that's wonderful, Pyle.
So I'm ready to rejoin the platoon. What you lecturing about?
Just a minute. Excuse me, fellas. I'll be right back. Don't change your positions now. Stay right there. Don't move. Pyle, another important detail just came up.
Another detail?
That's right. A shipment of mortar just came into supply. They've got to be uncrated, cleaned, and stacked right away.
Well, golly, Sergeant, that's probably taking the rest of the day, and I won't get to hear no more of your lectures.
So you won't hear the lectures. The work has to be done. Get moving.
Right, Sergeant.
Well, get over to supply right now.
I'm as good as they're right now.
Move.
Okay, Dan, I got it all threaded up. Come on, let's go take a look.
Oh, I don't know if I can sit through another reel of that sergeant.
Well, maybe you'll be surprised. Come on, let's go.
Okay. Brother, he did it to us again.
Wait, watch this.
Is Mr. Curtis around?
He's in there watching some film.
I'm Sergeant Carter.
Yeah.
You know, Sergeant Carter. Oh, you probably haven't seen them movies, huh?
No.
Well, make sure you catch it when they get around to showing it to the enlisted men.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to interrupt Mr. Curtis right away. I don't mind waiting around a little while.
What do you think, Dan? Is it going to work?
Work is great. You had a brainstorm. You certainly pulled that out of the fire. Where did you get all that film on that private?
Well, it seemed like the only thing left to do. When I saw our hammy sergeant giving him all those details, I decided to follow the private around and shoot him being plain and natural. And it worked.
It certainly did.
Just one thing, Dan. What happens to our title, A Day in the Life of a Marine Sergeant?
Well, instead of a day in the life of a Marine sergeant, we have a day in the life of a Marine private.
Ah. Do you think it'll be much longer?
They ought to be out any minute now.
Hello, Mr. Curtis, Mr. Meadows. I just dropped by to see how everything was going.
Oh, well, I'm glad you did, Sergeant, because I was going to call you.
Well, anything I can help you with, just name it. Like, pose for publicity pictures. Anything, just name it.
I think I'd better go out and check on the equipment in the truck. I'll see you later.
Well, Sergeant, I wanted you to know how much we appreciated your assistance on this project. And I know we've imposed on you a great deal.
Oh, sir, please, you'll embarrass me. What else did you want? Anything.
Yes. Step in here, Sergeant, where we can be alone.
Anything.
Hey, Sergeant. I finished that supply detail. I done just like you said. Uncrated all them mortars and cleaned them and stacked them up real neat.
What do you want, a medal?
Well, gee, no, Sergeant. I just wanted to tell you I'm ready for your next lecture.
Forget it. The lectures are over.
They are? Well, golly, I'm sorry I'm so late. The time just flew by, I guess.
Time just flew by, I guess. Time always flies by with you, doesn't it, Pyle?
Well, now that you mention it, Sergeant...
You are in the United States Marine Corps, and there is no place in the United States Marine Corps for men who are late. Where do you think this country would be if the Marines came late?
Well, golly, Sergeant...
I'll tell you where we would be, and plenty big trouble, that's where.
Well, Sergeant...
You think just because you took care of a few extra details, you're entitled to special consideration?
Well, no.
What do you want, a schedule all your own so you can come and go as you please?
Well, no, Sergeant...
Hey, get out of here and get changed. I'll tell you what your next detail is. Move it.
All right, Sergeant.
Did you hear me, Pyle? Out, get out.
Terrific, Sergeant, just terrific. That's more like it.
Just the thing we've been looking for.
Get that film down to the lab right away.
Our camera, you
That's
mean?
right, we filmed every second of it. You certainly laid the law down to that private.
But I thought you were changing it. I thought you were more interested in the private.
Not really, Sergeant. We were interested in the natural goings-on between a Marine sergeant and his men.
But you're changing the title. I mean, from a day in the life of a sergeant to a day in the life of a private. Isn't that what you said?
I can fix that, too.
Huh?
I got the perfect title. A Day in the Life of a Marine Private and His Sergeant.
Oh. Come on, Charlie, switch the channel. It's time for the show.
Okay, but that's the one channel don't come in good.
Get the show.
Typical of the Marines at Camp Henderson is this...
See, we missed the opening.
Class Gomer Pyle.
Hey, look, Sergeant, it's me.
Yeah, shh. Keep it down, Pyle.
This man is molded into a Marine by such capable veterans as Sergeant Vincent Carter.
Fix us that, Charlie. Fix us that.
Take it easy. It'll clear up.
Sergeant Carter's years of experience make him the ideal instructor for men like Private Pyle.
It's clear now, Sergeant. See me?
Yeah.
And now the hand grenade throw is demonstrated by Sergeant Carter.
You have to run that thing now. Turn it off.
And Private Pyle shows that he is an apt pupil. And now let's follow Sergeant Carter to the rifle range.
I'll fix it myself. Hey, come on, Sergeant. Leave me alone, will you?
Now you did it.
Don't feel so bad, Sergeant. You can probably see it next summer. I'm sure they'll show it again.